thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to swing by.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting game of What Once Was Lost, a Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign. Looks like this week what's lost is our little friend Pete. Clever was a little tied up today, so we're going for 3 players today. But with that said, everything is still fair game, meaning that those sweet channel points are still there for you all to use and utilize in our game today, as well as all the other cool things that they can do, such as giving pluses and minus ones and all that jazzy stuff. So make sure that you go ahead and do that as I figure out what is going on with my carnival music and why it's only repeating the same song over and over again. But while we figure that out, I see that Shelby thinks she's funny. But while we do that, we're going to do what we normally do, which is our fun facts, and starting us off as always is going to be our friend Alex. Alex,
hi.
What do you got for us?
Well, hello. I'm your friend Alex, and I play Cadmus, the party's dragonborn paladin. And Cadmus's fun fact today is that Cadmus has actually spent quite a good amount of time in jail for his banditry escapades. He spent probably accumulated all total, probably about 1.5 to 2 years in jail for petty crimes. And so this is not the first time he's been inside of a cell. Probably won't be the last either. He's probably going to get caught on this prison break.
I was gonna make it "that's what Steve said" joke for the inside of the cell, but I did it anyway. Who cares? All right. So yeah, we got there, even though it was very humiliating for. Sorry about that. Anything else? Anything else, Kevin? Alex, sorry. Wow. Okay.
You good? No, I mean, really, it's just Cadmus has been to prison before, and he's gonna try and break out of this one. Okay. He's had one successful prison breakout, but it was not at his own doing.
I was going to say, was it a rogue cannon that just like blasted open your cell door, and you're like, well, I guess.
No. I guess if they're going to leave this hole here, I guess if you'd like to add your pirate's cannon into my backstory, Danny.
No, I'm stealing the backstory.
That's funny. Okay, so one time Alistair was practicing his first cannon shot, all right? Like real rookie level stuff. He dropped the gunpowder, the cannon rolled down the deck a couple times like a pinball.
Keep going. I'm letting you do it. Go for it. I mean, if you're gonna
I had a perfectly reasonable backstory, I swear.
Yeah.
Wow, you're just gonna skip in line and not even give me a chance to steal? I never steal Cadmus's shit, and I wanted to this time.
If you'd like.
Well, I was gonna ask, what's the worst part about being in the clink there, Cadmus?
The worst part for Cadmus was the food, for sure.
Food? It
the
wasn't
food,
the Dementors?
No, it was definitely the food. Dementors Cadmus can take. tiny portions Cadmus isn't about. So
Okay.
Well, see, Cadmus doesn't actually have any happiness in his backstory, so there's nothing for the Dementors to feed on. So he's actually pretty cool with them.
they
That's
hang on Thursdays.
dark. All right. Well, thank you, Alex. Shelby, what do you got for us?
Hi, I am Shelby. I play so many characters. Right now, I am playing Leo, one of our rogues. I also play Helena, who is a warlock rogue. I also play myself in the campaign, I guess. How many fun facts am I providing? Because 2 out of 3 are running around right now.
You can go with just Leo for right now.
Thank God. Hopping off of Cadmus's fun fact. The one time that he actually did break out of jail, which was when he had help, was actually the first time he went to jail. And the Leo found out. She came down, broke him out, got him out and outside, gave him the beating of a lifetime, and said, I've given you this good opportunity, don't get caught again.
I like my cannon fire story better, but you know, I'll just write that into the stories that I publish under Cadmus's name. I'm gonna embellish that one.
Leo if we remember correctly, Leo was the person to get Cadmus into banditries. If we thought it was an insult that he would embarrass her choice and people to go into banditry.
I trained you better than this.
Truly.
Kinda, yeah. That's fair. Okay. I love it. I guess my only question. I guess my only question is, how did she find out?
At the time, Cadmus was working with a group Leo had worked with very briefly. Some of the people still got out of the scuffle. It seemed, from her understanding, Cadmus kind of ended up the scapegoat. So she was not happy with her previous group, but she also didn't want Cadmus to think like this would be a regular thing and that she'd always bail him out. She saw it more as kind of like an addition to the favor. Like, you get one time and now you're on your own.
That's fair. That's fair. Can you talk some more, Shelby? Just like say anything.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, good.
God, fine.
Yeah. For some reason, my feed for you went out of sync, even though you weren't out of sync in the control. It's weird. But we fixed it. And then Danny, what part of all of this backstory stuff are you gonna steal for your fun fact, besides the canon story?
I am Danny, and I play Captain Alistair Muir. Strangely, the most wholesome character in the current party, it seems. Despite his occupation, doesn't resort to banditry or prison breaks all that much. The actual story I was going to steal, or at least piggyback off of this little thing Cadmus has, was that 1.5 years was when I established my publishing company to, put the books. Like, that was the 1.5 years I needed you just out of the way, so you wouldn't catch on to me. But I can't quite be too sure that fits the timeline, given some of the juicier stories I wanted to publish. But at the very least, I started setting up the business. But more accurately, a fun fact about Captain Alistair Muir, again, sticking with the wholesome theme, I suppose, Alistair knits his own socks, because having wet socks as a sailor is about the worst thing that could possibly happen. So after many attempts, several failed, was able to craft at least a better waterproof sock. And he only uses his own socks.
Okay.
But probably that actually probably be historically accurate. It would also likely be null binding, because that would have been one hook.
I was only assuming that maybe it was like soaked in blubber or something like that, or like I know waxed seal, waxed canvas was fairly popular. It's probably some waxed canvas on my jacket, but it would be very bad for socks, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to make waterproof socks. It likely would have just been wool, which still retains its heat even when wet.
Yeah.
So if Alistair ever smells like, like cooked like whale or something like that, that's probably why. It's
that's the smell, nothing else. Got it. Okay. The only question I was gonna have, like, that's the worst thing is wet socks. Like, there's like not worse things.
Oh,
than
total
that.
no. Coming,
Like,
has gone through
getting caught
more
in a
than one.
storm.
Nope, has gone through more than one mutiny, early puking in his sailing career, like all of the cliche negative things that happen with like a first-time sailor. Scrapes, burns, twists, splinters. Splinters are really bad. Like that's a close second. But wet socks are the worst.
Okay, sure.
Because some sailors actually prefer to go barefoot and risk the splinters, but Alistair's too classy for that. He doesn't go barefoot on the deck.
Fair enough. I mean, he does wear the leather jacket, so. Hello, everyone. My name is Howie. As far as a fun fact about me and my life, because apparently there is no wall between myself and the audience, I haven't been to jail or prison or the clink. I do have a weird story about like visiting. There's like a prison store up in northern Maine, where the people who actually are in the prison pick up hobbies and stuff like that, and like make little different trinkets and stuff like that. Interesting. A lot of them were like kind of wood carvings and things of that nature, like and they were like little toys and stuff like that. The other fun fact about that is that apparently back in the day, when lobster wasn't a super awesome, amazing food that everybody eats except for me, it was actually prison food up in Maine. It was what they had in such huge supply. They would just give to the prisoners that lived in the stayed, rented. I don't know what you would call it exactly, but served. But that was their everyday food. So think about that next time you're eating that. It's like you're basically eating prison food when you're eating lobster. So I mean,
World's greatest con, tricking people into thinking seafood and lobster were peasant foods.
I'll not nerd out, actually, never mind.
No, go ahead. I want to hear it. Like, this is what we want, Shelby.
I'm recalling this completely off memory, but there was a sort of reversal with that for potatoes. Peasants used to consider potatoes like literally the worst food, like even lower than them. And so a king wanted to feed his peasants because they were refusing, and it was this easy crop. He used to station guards outside his potato field so that way people would think it's more valuable than it was and steal them. And he told his guards, like, don't do anything, just let them steal it. They need the food.
It's funny how like the lens of history changes like everything about like what we grew up with. Now potatoes are, I mean, they're not peasant food, but I mean like they're in just about everything that we consume almost, depending on where you go. Yeah, they're a staple now.
They give you most of your nutrients.
Yeah. Danny, did you want to say something?
Let's stop being a nerd.
You had something you wanted to get off your chest.
The Irishman in me started to like jump at the sound of potato, but I'm gonna say maybe I'll work it into the next backstory. Maybe Alistair has some Irish descent. I don't know yet.
I mean, knowing you'll bring it up in session today, regardless.
Oh yeah, so yeah, just something will.
Everything backstory related that we talk about in this part of the session, if you guys haven't figured out, somehow, some way, ends up being a point of conversation during the game every single time. But with that in mind,
foreshadowing. It's satisfying. It's narratively satisfying,
I suppose. But with that in mind, let us get ourselves started with that sweet intro, and then we'll jump right in. If I don't have it in studio mode, that would be great. Oops, there we go. Yep, things are working, everybody. This is a perfect.
Hey, look! A Dungeons and Dragons ride!
like a montage
sorry.
of all of her
Shelby-
characters fading
Shelby,
through.
yeah, pretty much Shelby's just gonna have like she's gonna have like 16 characters. She's gonna have Shelby as Shelby, and then she's gonna get her own intro here pretty soon. Of just like,
I'm
every single character
sorry.
that
We
you
should,
play.
we should just replace all of our shots in the opening with Shelby's headshot and
Yeah.
just.
Just various images of Shelby.
Shelby
gone.
as
Shelby, yeah.
Alex. Shelby as
Yes,
Danny.
Danny.
No, that'd be ridiculous and hilarious all at the same time. All right.
Next
Well,
April Fools. Next April Fools.
yeah, exactly. All right. So, with that in mind, not being April Fools, but being the start of our session here. Last we left off, you all basically just got, I don't want to say schooled, but you were all chased down by one Scabatha Nightshade, Granny Nightshade, the kind of realm, the architect of this realm here in Thither. One of the subdomains of Prismere, one of the subdomains of the... It's an onion. But, with that in mind, you all were trying to run away with a painting of, well, Scabatha, because you were supposed to be taking it to Bavlorna, and you had a timeline in order to retrieve some of your lost items, get them back, but then also enable yourselves to keep the ones that you had retrieved. It was all very, there's a lot of stakes on this particular visit. Battle ensued. You all were trying to make your way as far away from her as you could, trying to put distance away. For the most part, you all escaped. Helena being the first, escaping with painting in tow, able to get away from Scabatha. However, at some random points, Pete and Alistair both fell, but then through some lucky rolls and some natural 20s kicking them back up, were able to survive. But being as it may, they were trying to save Cadmus, who was unconscious, and at the time was in the clutches of a number of boggles, as well as Scabatha. And, well, luckily, Leo, on her flying broom, swooped in to at least save the two conscious members of this party. After which, you all had, well, you each had some interesting things happen to you, but as far as you know, Cadmus is still currently under the clutches of one Granny Nightshade. As you were flying away, trying to figure out where Helena was and what to do next, we kind of left off at that point. But with that in mind, Leo, as you kind of are continuing to fly here with Pete, Clapperclaw, and Alistair in tow on the back of your broom, you feel a rush come over your mind. Waves almost of memories that were there, but all of a sudden come rushing back, almost as if you had like a brief moment of amnesia of this particular case. You had always been looking for the item in particular, trying to make progress. The many adventures that you did have. The sneaking around you did inside of the Brigand's Tollway, taking everyone's items back, leaving a gift behind for them as they continue, as your friends continue to adventure on. But at one point, something else was taken from you, and it's back. The memories of, well, who Helena is, and more importantly, who she calls father and who she calls mother.
Did Leo know
You're
any
not
of that?
100% sure what it means, but that memory is back for you. Almost like it was taken from you as well. But as that wave hits you, you almost stumble off of your broom, and Alistair, you kind of have to steady yourself too, as like the broom begins to jolt for a moment as Leo almost loses herself in thought. And with that in mind, what do you do?
I take a minute to just kind of glance to make sure that Leo's still got control over this. broom and immediately turn to Clapperclaw and very aggressively beg that we gotta get moving back to not Bavlorna, the other one. No, Bavlorna. No, not Bavlorna. Ah, jeez. Which way are we going?
Bavlorna is the one that you need to get the painting to.
Yep, thought so. Yeah, immediately making a break for Bavlorna because we've lost 2, possibly 3 party members in trying to acquire this painting, and if we don't go now, we're not going to make it in time for Bavlorna's deadline. So all of this would be completely wasted. So, like a marathon runner getting a message back, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Leo, give me a general intelligence check.
Intelligence?
Okay. With a 15. The Feywild is weird. These moments and weird happenings are not uncommon. The mention of this painting. Not that it strikes a chord, but with Alistair's insistence of its importance, you get the feeling that if it needs to get to Bavlorna for whatever reason, there's probably something behind it. This delivery, there might be some correlation to why the memories have flooded back for you. Almost as if that particular memory itself might have been tied to something to deal with these hags. Whether or not it was the painting, whether or not it was something else, you're not 100% sure.
Alistair, Helena had the painting, right?
No, during the escape, we had to split up.
Helena had the painting. Yes, Helena did have the painting when she escaped.
That was why Helena booked it, was because she was the one that had the painting.
That doesn't make any sense because she ran back to Cadmus, even though Cadmus was like, no, go save yourself.
She ran past you. Shelby, made the deliberate choice to have Helena book it past you.
Pete came back, trying to save you guys.
Okay, then if I don't have the painting, or Cadmus, or Helena... Yeah, my quest log is empty. Cadmus, what are you doing in...
Pete just kind of pipes up for a moment and goes, well, I do say that, it would appear that we have taken care of, well, if my suspicions are correct, which they undoubtedly are, because they always are, it would seem to me that Helena may have been successful. Time is weird. And it's entirely possible that she made it her way back and without us.
Well,
and
then, yeah.
Besides, Alistair, we still need to get your thing, and, you know, the girl has survived her way through everything long enough and has had no issues, has been adventuring on her own, caught up to us. I'm sure she can figure it out, but Cadmus needs our help right now.
So, Clapperclaw, do you happen to know how to get to other locations here in the Feywild, or is it only back and forth between hither and thither?
Clapperclaw jumps out of your backpack and goes, oh, me? Yes, right. So, anyway, it's weird because both of these accents are pretty much the same thing. But with that said, not so much, but I do know of a friend of mine. His name is Squat. He lives around here. He lives in, he actually, last I heard, he was living in this, living in this. You know how they be talking about that tree that walks around, the little oak that they keep saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the last time I remember he said he was going there to go visit going to visit Will, actually. I
So
know
we've been.
I know you've been asking about Will a lot, but I didn't know if you guys really intended on going there, so I figured I'd keep my mouth shut because you all had a lot of really big, heavy emotions and feelings going on. But I feel like it's pertinent now. Squirt lives in Little Oak where Will lives.
So we've been on a traveling house, a traveling hill,
Yep.
and now we're looking for a traveling tree.
Yep.
And technically, we started in a traveling circus.
Yes.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Maybe.
I'll think about it. I'll try to
Possibly.
figure. There's something to
He's
this.
still here.
But first, we got to get at least Cadmus because he was. We know he was captured. We know he was unconscious.
If he was unconscious, he's definitely in somebody's. He's definitely in somebody's clutches.
So look, Leo, I've been writing this plan out for a while now. I think a really great jail escape is going to involve a cannon. So as soon as we pick up one of those, I can show you that it works
reaches
just fine.
back. Leo reaches back, grabs whatever papers are on Alistair, and just throws them to the wind.
Assuming there must be paper. Yeah, it's like, wait, no, that was my first draft. I was gonna sell that.
Leo throws them to the wind,
Cadmus and the
does a
Daring
U-turn
Escape
through them,
flies out
starts heading
into
back towards.
the first draft of Cadmus and the Daring Escape goes fluttering in the wind behind us.
That will
But
come
we
back
do
behind
need
us.
to get Cadmus. That should happen.
I agree. That's why I turned the goddamn broom around.
Oh, that's what that was? I thought you were having an existential crisis tied to your clogged up memories magically altered, causing an effect. Does that count as flying while under the influence?
I made no mention of any sort of memories. Why are you assuming or knowing that?
Oh, the Feywild. The memories have been weird lately. I've had a few myself.
I'm gonna throw you off this broom if you keep this up.
For what? You just got you put me on this broom. I didn't ask to be on this broom.
Could
And I can throw you right back off.
Could you please not? I'm still in his backpack.
Oh, you're free to like take the spot in front of me if you'd like.
Holding
Oh,
on
I-
to
at
Clapperclaw
this
in my
point,
backpack.
It feels like at this point I probably should.
Probably the only thing keeping
please,
me on this
come
broom is
join me.
Clapperclaw, so I'm gonna hold on to him.
Please don't assume my attitude and behavior towards him and previous members of my party is indicative of who I am as a person. They just fucking piss me off.
Yeah, but if I fall down, at least I won't be by myself.
Oh no, I'll make sure you die alone.
Is Pete in my backpack?
Pete is not in your backpack. Pete is riding on the broom.
Can I put Pete in my backpack?
No.
Okay.
Not without his consent, and he's not here.
Well, if we don't get Cadmus, where are we going?
We're gonna try and get Cadmus first.
Okay.
But if he's deemed a lost cause, I'm not leaving Helena alone.
You just told me Helena's fine. She's an adventurer. She's been doing this for years. Cadmus, however, is probably in a worse situation. Just to be
Cadmus is
clear,
a
did we
grown
just
adult.
wait? Just to be clear, did we actually watch during the escape? Yeah, Scabatha was there with Cadmus's unconscious body. We did not see her chase after Helena, right?
Correct.
Cool. Yep, that's where Alistair would go, is where the larger threat would be.
Okay. So, as Leo begins to turn this broom around, I would like both of you to give me perception checks.
Ooh. Perception. Ha!
Oh yeah, you're still exhausted.
Twice over. I'm I'm still looking for about 16 solid hours of rest. Once I find Cadmus, it's great, but I'm taking 2 days to sleep.
Okay, so first thing you notice, Alistair, and only you notice this because
That's a crit fail.
it's obvious.
Okay.
Not only do you turn back and you can see Skabatha's like fallen tree, Loomlurch, the one that you've been visiting and everything like that, far off in the distance. You can also see probably about due east, about maybe 2 miles, what appears to be a large walking tree headed in the direction of Skabatha's fallen tree. Like you can see that it's like kind of walking and meandering its way over to Loomlurch as well.
On the other hand, Cadmus is a strong dragonborn, strapping kind of sort, and he's an honorable guy, and I feel like Skabatha might also, in her own twisted sort of way, she's honorable too. What about that walking tree over there? That looks remarkably interesting.
What's at the tree?
Oh my goodness, that's my friend Little Oak. Or it's Little Oak, and remember my friend? My friend's over there. Click, 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 click.
See,
Wait,
we can take
friend.
care of.
Squirt, the oil can.
Yep. I need to talk to Squirt. We need to find Will of not the Wisps, Will of the Feywild. There it is.
Yep.
Mhm.
Stop playing Elden
I'm
Ring.
sensing a couple birds in this bush we can go pick up.
Why do you want to go to this person?
Well, like I said, memories are kind of a really important thing here in the Feywild, I've noticed, and I'm still missing some. So,
You want to go after your own thing?
well, every other thing I tried to do with everybody else's thing got whisked away, so... Does the walking tree look like it has an inn attached to it, like the traveling house and the traveling circus and the traveling hill did? Because the desire for rest is also getting to Alistair as he is twice over exhausted. None of his decisions are fully cognitive.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It does have what appears to be a small tree house on it. It is very quite obvious that this is a walking tree, not unlike the one that you saw at the carnival, but a fully grown, fully sprouted treant. The other thing you do notice with your 10, I'll give you that you can see that there is a swing on it, like a child's play swing.
Yeah, I've spent a very long time helping everybody else get their items, and I'm too tired to bother at this point.
Okay. Leo starts heading towards the walking tree.
Okay. All right. You begin heading your way to the walking tree. It doesn't take you very long to do so. You feel as though the broom all of a sudden got a little bit faster for some reason. You can both either give me Arcana checks or just general wisdom checks.
Do I get an advantage for having the sailor's intuition that maybe this has something to do with like Feywild streams, where it's like, sailing with the current,
Sure.
as it were?
Sure.
I just really don't want to have that disadvantage.
I understand. All right,
17.
17. Not so much that you begin to kind of look and you think like, oh, maybe it's the wind stream, or maybe it's just the differences in high and low pressure. So you start to kind of like, coordinate and kind of go by the stars, but then realizing that you don't understand any of the constellations that might be in the sky, if there was any. But then you kind of 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Leo, me, Clapperclaw. Pete's not there anymore.
Well, he was a tiny little guy. He's got that much. Man, this broom is very sensitive. Hey, wait, Pete's gone.
Pete? What the? Did he fall? And like Leo turns around and starts like,
Well,
kind of going back
to
and
be
forth.
fair, speaking of lost memories and lost items, in case the detail escaped, I don't know if we spoke about it. Pete got some memories back, and I think with it, he hasn't said much, but I kind of got a vibe he's got like a power spike in his magic, which I know very little about. He was kind of closed off about it. Maybe he can teleport now. Because I didn't hear a thud.
As you think about that, you hear a sound inside your head there, Alistair. Ah, yes, Alistair. By the way, keep doing your thing. I'm sure you will find your item soon. Make sure you get it. Toodles.
I'm getting this.
He sends another one. He goes, oh, also, you might need everyone's help in that. I'll probably come by again to aid you. I just really want to see you succeed.
I was 25.
Yep.
Well done. Yeah,
And that was
actually
Pete's
fresh fresh message, that's a tongue twister from Pete. He says he's good and we got it well. He tends to have a pretty good insight on these sort of things. Cadmus owes me a few favors. You want to go get him?
Who
And if
owes
you
you
save him,
anything?
that'll be another favor owed. I've made him very popular in some of the northern
just gets the
kingdoms
falling
where they
tree.
read my books. He's a bit of a folklore
Can
legend.
we just get
North.
to the tree?
I'm not flying. Wherever you want to go. I'm just saying, Cadmus.
Leo streamlines to the tree.
Okay. So you
The
just
broom screeches with how fast it's going.
Okay. Yeah, you just completely it's
I don't
very,
even tell you
it's a very quiet and awkward ride the rest of the way to this large giant treant of a tree as you all make your way forward. Cadmus, switching gears.
I'll even tell you what Leo does.
Oh. What does she do?
Land of the broom, I hope.
She goes up to the nearest platform that she can. She shoves Alistair onto it. She takes Clapperclaw. And she leaves Alistair to go towards where Cadmus is.
Okay.
Enjoy your rest.
Alistair takes a nap.
Okay.
Go for it. Sit this one out, bud.
Okay. So you kick your friends behind, allowing Clapperclaw to go find his friend, while Alistair goes and takes a nap, and you begin beelining it back towards Loomlurch. Meanwhile, in Loomlurch, Cadmus, you find yourself still kind of in this kind of short, squat little cell underneath the kitchen here in Loomlurch, kind of crouched down with your friend Elkhorn in tow. Currently kind of just like squatted down. I said it smells like sanitation, or it smells like sewage mixed with food. Like, doesn't seem like this guy's got a whole lot of places where you can go to the bathroom. It's not a very pleasant place to be in. But despite that, you and Elkhorn have kind of sort of hit it off a little bit, but I would say it's still about the same time that we left off last session, where it's been about 3 hours since you were brought into the cell. What would you like to do?
So, are any of my body parts bound, or are we just like free to?
Free.
I thought you said found. I was like, oh no,
found
the
any of
tail
my
is gone.
Specifically, my tooth.
You will be found. No, you are not bound or anything like that. The grate above you is locked as it was before, but you're just basically in this tiny, small little, like maybe 10 by 10, like dugout dirt hole of a room. You don't have any of your armor or your weapons on you. You are just no focus, just you.
Elkhorn, how
Hey.
often do the kids come around?
Well, normally, a good, the one that was chained in here before, she was kind of forced to be here most of the time. But where it seems like Mishka is not here anymore, I would say that usually one of the other two kids that kind of frequents here should be here in about an hour, maybe I don't have to watch, maybe in 30 minutes or so.
Well, I have a plan to get us out of here.
Oh, do ye?
Yes, well, I don't want to execute that plan unless I know where my things are, because getting out of destroying the gate is one thing. Leaving the property is another thing completely, and I'd rather do that with all of my gear if possible.
Hey, right.
And so I was hoping the children might come around so I can get them to find it for me, bring pieces to me, or at least tell me where it is, but we might have to go blind. Do you know anything about, is there anywhere nearby that we could flee to if we just have to bolt it, if we just have to leg it without our things?
Well, from what I've been told, or what I've heard, is that the kids that have gotten out of the clutches of Granny have been wielded the Feywild to be thankful for that, and he lives up in a tall tree, it is a little oak. If there was ever a place of safe haven and respite, it would be that. At least for the time being, until we can figure out how to re-outfit ourselves.
I suppose that's what we'll have to do. I'm not planning on sitting here for an hour, that's for sure.
Right.
Have you tried the gate already? Is it loose in any way?
No, it's not loose in any way. I've tried opening it myself. It's pretty quite locked.
Then I will have to resort to the thing. But before I do that, are you injured? Do you feel good to go?
I mean, as good as he's got probably, I would say 4 levels of exhaustion.
Not much I can do about that.
No.
Does he look light? Does he look like?
Does Elkhorn look light?
Like someone of my stature could carry without much exertion?
I'd say in his current state, with no armor and no nothing, I would say yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to go at his pace. If we can go faster, that would be great. All right, Alcorn, here's the deal. I, as you've noticed, am a dragonborn.
Right.
Instead of fire, I shoot acid.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah. So I'm going to melt this latch, right? This cage, the top hatch, and I'm going to lift you up, and then I'm going to climb up, and then I'm going to pick you up, and we are going to run.
Oh, all right. That sounds like a grand idea. As you're having this conversation, you hear the sound of coming due south of you. You hear tiptoeing of someone not quite sure, but give me a perception check to see if you can piece out what it might be.
Perception. Oh, 16. Plus 1, 17.
All right, 17. Oh, yeah. Yeah, your natural one from the beginning there, Shelby. Yeah, it was a natural 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. All right.
Oh, I am exhausted by 1, so I have to do that at disadvantage, don't I?
Technically, yeah.
That's my bad. I didn't even think about that.
No.
8, 9.
9. You're not 100% sure. It just
Before you told me.
seems like light footprints.
Does
Don't-
it sound like
They don't
wood
sound,
on?
it sounds like with a 9 you can't, or with a with a 9 you can't really tell. Oh wait, no, you have advantage on perception checks because of your bullshit.
Is that something that I get even if I don't have the object on me?
Yeah.
As long as I'm into it?
Oh,
then yeah. Right.
oh yeah, you're right. You don't have it on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, no, you get it. You get
Yeah.
it because
No.
it's part of what you
For-
lost.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, for argument's sake,
I'm giving it to him. So.
Cadmus with his for argument's sake, with Cadmus's vast experience of going to prison, would he think to store it somewhere else?
Well, he was unconscious, so no. But the magic item still attuned to you still has some residual magic giving you the advantage, so it's a 16. Sounds like a child's footsteps. And it sounds like they're heading towards what sounds like possibly the small little ice box that is here in the refrigerator, that is here in the kitchen.
Psst. Psst.
Hello?
Who's up there?
No one?
Okay, well, no one. Well, you mind coming over to the little hole in the ground so I might speak with you for a moment?
Okay, but we gotta make it quick. And he,
For
like,
sure.
you hear a as he walks over. You can see this small 11-year-old drow with what appears to be a glass bottle of milk in his hand and a small little milk mustache over his top lip. And like his hair is like got like a little bit of a side cut, white hair, and he's just kind of like, yeah.
Hello, little one. Thank you for talking to me. Just really quickly, what are the surroundings like out there currently? Are there a lot of is there a lot of eyes out and about?
What do you mean
Any-
eyes?
Like those bobbins, boggles?
Oh, them, yeah. Not in here, not in the kitchen.
Or outside?
I mean, they're kind of everywhere. They kind of hide in the shadows and they try not to be seen.
Right. Well, if anyone asked, we didn't have this conversation. But
Okay.
would you do me a favor? Do you know where Granny Nightshade might keep things she takes from other people?
Yeah. She, I think she usually, well, if she doesn't bring them and put them in here, she, oftentimes will hide them in a study, which is, just north.
Do you see any adventurous things around here?
Yeah. And he kind of like looks in the corner. He goes, I saw this the other day when I was looking for food, and he brings out what appears to be a really ornate looking longsword. after you hear like a cupboard just kind of it's a long sword, but it doesn't look super long, but it does look like a long sword, but it's very well made, looks of dwarven crafting. And Elkhorn goes, "Oi, that's my sword." And he goes, "There's a shield in here too." And you also see the same kind of like circular buckler shield with the grommets around the perimeter of it that's a little bit beaten. Would appear to be Elkhorn's sword and shield that this individual has found.
Okay, perfect. Can you just set it aside? Just right, kind of close to the grate, but not too close that it would get out. I don't know. It's only like acid on it. If acid were to shoot at this grate.
Oh, okay. I can put it back where it was. It was in the cabinet over by the icebox.
When it's unlocked?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean,
yes.
not really anybody's supposed to be in here. I only frequent in here because I'm hungry or thirsty.
Oh.
And, well, Mishka used to be in here, but I don't know where she's now, but she used to keep things quiet so I can get snack time.
I understand. All right. Well, we're going to be back. You understand? We won't leave you here, but I need you to be my eyes and ears here. If you
Okay.
could do that for me, we will be back for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Please do, because they say that reciprocity,
Reciprocity?
yeah, that thing, yeah.
Yes. All right. All right. We will be back. I just need you to leave that gear where you found it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then, yes. Thank you very much.
And he just like, all right. And he just kind of.
And if you might mind, I know I'm already asking a lot of you, but is there any way you could cause some sort of distraction?
You hear as the door shuts because you kind of ended your conversation, and he began to walk off and couldn't quite hear you at the end.
All right. Well, sorry, Elkhorn. I don't always think things through, but sometimes that's a benefit. All right.
Hey, no
are you
worries,
ready?
lad. Sounds like a good plan as any. Just glad to be able to get my old sword back.
Are you ready?
I mean, as ready as I will be.
All right.
If we wait any longer, I might turn to dust.
Well, then I won't keep you waiting. Stand as far back as possible in this very tiny cramped space we
he
share.
just kind of like moves back like 2 inches.
And Cadmus, a retching sound begins to like form in Cadmus's throat as this bubbling can be heard, and he shoots a line of acid at the grate.
Okay. You do so. It begins to. Go ahead and roll your damage for your acid.
Oh boy, what is it? It's a D10.
Does Alistair get like sympathetic tummy rumbles from like the one time he accidentally acid as Cadmus?
No.
Like, oh, something really disturbing just happened.
All right, 7. Yeah, you go ahead and fire that stuff,
Okay.
and it just and it begins to kind of take form. It definitely sits on it, and you can see the acid starting to take form on this grate, and you can see that it is beginning to dissolve. It's taking a little while, but it will do it, and you don't hear quite anybody coming for you yet. That being said, Leo, you're flying towards Loomlurch. What's your plan?
Well, I did it once before. I don't think there's anything stopping me from doing it again. That's the general vibe.
Okay. And what is that?
We are going to fly over to the building.
Okay.
Going to land at the Goblin Market nearby.
Okay.
Gonna stash my stuff,
Okay.
and we're gonna take a look around the building.
All right. So your first plan is to go to the Goblin Market. So in order to do so, I'm going to need a couple things from you. Are you trying to make it obvious that you're flying over here? Or are you trying to be sneaky about it? Like, what is your plan? Like, as far as that's concerned, as you approach?
Trying to be a little sneaky.
Okay.
Just a little.
Give me a little stealth check.
Just a little stealth check. That'll be a 16.
16. Okay. Yeah. You kind of fly in. Keeping mind and heed to ensure that you're not completely just out in the, not in the open, but just like taking a flight path that doesn't put you an easy visual sight of anything that could be lurking in the foliage below. You make your way out of the Goblin Market and you land. You take kind of a quick cursory glance around in your surrounding area. None of the goblins are here. Partially because most of them died from the explosion from when you guys were fighting the Slat. But even the ones that would still be here, the 3 or 4 that remained, including Chucklehead, not here. Their posts abandoned. There's still candy kind of like hanging up on some of the different stalls and stuff like that here. But if you want, you can make an investigation check to see if you can kind of gather anything else that's kind of going on here.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'll spare a second to it. It's a 19.
19. Yeah, you can tell some barrels are turned over. You can see some of the actual physical accoutrement that is used. Like you could see that one jar of bugs is turned over and some of them are crawling around, like kind of getting at some of the apples and the fruit that's here. You can see that some of the areas where the candy was prepared have also kind of been tossed a little bit. Definitely seems like everybody just ran away from here and just kind of in a big hurry.
All right, that's fair. They were getting chased. The people ran through the Goblin Market and they were getting chased by the lady of the house. I don't blame them.
Yeah. Okay. Where would you like to go next?
I think Leo goes to the side door, the kitchen one. She doesn't know it's the kitchen.
Well, I was gonna say, where does Leo think to go? Where does? Give me a D20 roll, because Leo doesn't necessarily know where anything is.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Very valid. It's a 16.
16. With all of her years and knowledge of kind of sneaking around and doing stuff, yeah, probably going through a back entrance or at least scouting the place out before kind of just waltzing through the front door is a smart idea.
Yeah, probably not through the front door.
Yeah,
I think Leo.
The fun fact, you actually can see the windows that you see as part of the ambiance here. There are windows kind of on the side of the building here outside the Goblin Market.
Can I peek through a window?
Sure. Give me a perception check and a stealth check.
Okay. I do have... I'm not going to worry about it too much right now.
Okay.
Stealth? That is a 27.
Okay. You
Perception?
feel hidden.
5.
Okay, 5. You don't see much, but what I can tell you is that you can see that there is a number of children, probably about, we'll say, 5 or 6 that are kind of like standing kind of like at attention in front of this window, kind of blocking your view of what's beyond.
All right. I don't get the sense that they're not looking like out the window at me.
No,
they're looking.
their backs are to the window. They're looking at something else.
All right. I think Leo's gonna take a look around for a side door or like an open window.
Okay. There is that side door that you already tried to ask for. You're only seeing one side of this fallen tree. In order to be able to see if there's any doors or anything on the other side, you have to kind of fly over to the other side or meander your way over there. That's entirely up to you if you'd like to do that, but that's what you can see from now.
Okay.
It's just that one side door.
Leo, try the door.
All right, it's locked.
All right. I think you know where this is gonna go, Howie.
Yeah, I know where this is gonna go. Go ahead and give me a these tools check.
Oof.
You have proficiency in these tools. Why didn't it take it?
I have no clue.
That is weird. Yeah, you're oh, it's not equipped. That's why. Roll it again.
Oh. All right.
This time it should do it. Nope, didn't do it still.
Rolled worse, and no, it's not.
Wait, let's find the details of this thing. It's given you're proficient. Attunement not required. Default ability check dexterity. Yeah. Tool bonus. What? Okay. Tool type. Artisan tool. Base tool. Nope. It's not an artisan tool apparently according to this system. These tools. Attunement not required. Proficient. Dexterity. Interesting. Huh. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I roll it. It's not flagging it. Okay. Well, we'll take your 9 plus your proficiency of 2, so that's 11, plus your dexterity bonus, which is 4, so 15. So you go ahead and you try the lock. Not budging. For some reason you're muted. There we go.
I was muting because I was typing. Question.
Answer.
Which side door is this again?
This is the one to a room that Leo doesn't know, but Shelby knows is the kitchen.
Shouldn't that door... Oh, did I get the lock on it last time, or did I bust it open?
You busted it open, but it has been reformed and reconstituted and relocked.
All right, fair. I thought I'd ask.
No problem.
You gotta test every avenue, make sure you're doing things right.
Oh, one more thing. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. It's a 21.
You nimbly make your way around a ring of what appears to be red toadstool mushrooms on your way up to the door.
Perfect. All right. Is there a gap between the floor and the door?
There is, but it's like barely big enough maybe for like a small like spider or something to fit under. It's not big enough for anything else like a rat or a mouse or anything like that.
I think Ella...
Maybe a mirror or a knife, but...
Actually, you know what? Yeah. Leo's gonna take her... She does not know this. I'm just doing this for the sake of hilarity a little bit. Leo's gonna take the knife. She's gonna take a piece of paper and write, "You're on your own, motherfucker." Tie the note on the knife, shove it under the door.
Okay.
She gave it a cursory shot.
My favorite thing, she's like, "Wow, Alistair, you're gonna just sit here and do nothing?" She goes, tries the handle, and she's like, "Damn, guess that's the best we got."
It's like,
We've exhausted all options.
wait, guys, I got this. Open sesame. Well, I don't know what I can do.
It's truly, he already used up his one, and this was just kind of a...
Jesus. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you attempt to slide a note under the door. Sure. You do so. Anything else you'd like to do?
Helena goes back to the tree.
All right. Well, give me a perception check first.
Ooh, okay. There's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, you can hear the faint sound off in the distance of like a low rumbling, just like a low rumble, like something big kind of like falling or moving, and it feels like it's getting almost like louder, closer.
What direction was the big tree heading in again?
East.
To this place.
Yep. Lena's gonna take a broom and she's just gonna walk and go sit in the tree line and wait.
Yep. Meanwhile, Alistair, you wake up from your long rest fully refreshed, sort of, and feeling a little bit better than you did before. Like I said, not completely, back to full everything, but hey, at least it's only one level of exhaustion now instead of 2.
True. Alistair just kind of sits back on the swing, thinking about the good old days where things were easy and navigation made sense.
Well, you start to do that, but then you are quickly kind of alerted to the gathering of about 7 or 8 kids who are just all around you, just kind of like poking you, just like, Mister, hello.
Looking around, still thinking it's the old days when like a bunch of like sailor buddies and everything and like new sailors are bugging me over something like, what is it? Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, hello there. Well, we live here. My name is Bobby. You can see the small little dwarf, kind of blonde. He's like just starting to sprout his like first couple little chin whiskers and stuff like that. You can also see what it looks like to be a ginger red-haired wood elf girl, probably about the same age, like maybe about 8 years old. You also see what appears to be an orc, another little girl about 8 years old, wears like a little play dress, but looks it's a child. And then last but not least, you see what appears to be a spindly looking 11-year-old boy. He kind of has this like large like tuft of like scraggly hair, kind of like in braids to a certain extent. Seems very seems to be kind of like sort of a leader, I guess is what I would say, as best as I can note. He kind of looks at you and goes, well, hey there. Who the heck are you?
Kind of like rubbing the sleep out of my eyes for a second and I look around, go, I know you though.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking,
oh, do ya?
I've seen your picture around.
Oh yeah, that's me. Scabbatha has a thing out for me. Name's Will. Pleasure to meet you. And you can see he's got this like homemade tunic and the spider silk cloak that he's wearing. He's just seems like a very happy-go-lucky kid, and every time he talks, he's just kind of like almost like poses, like he's like excited and just like really emotes with everything that he does.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm Alistair.
Oh, cool. We
I'm
saw that lady
sure the
drop you off.
pleasure is all yours.
Yeah, very much so. Actually, you're going to be very helpful, to be honest with you. We're going over to break out some more kids out of the tree. Well, out of Scabbatha's place. That wretched old lady.
Oh yeah, that's why she doesn't like you, is it?
Well, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, who likes child labor? Am I right?
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, you gotta start working sometime, though, don't you? Like, what do you
Yeah,
guys
but
do
not-
when you're not?
Yeah, but I'm 11. I don't need to work yet.
I'm not saying that. I mean,
Oh, Alistair is so lucky Leo's not there.
I probably started working when I was your age. I mean, granted, I was probably fed better. What do you guys have to eat around here?
Oh, well, we got plenty of berries and things of that nature. I'm sure that we can find you something. Little Oak's been growing some apples lately.
Right. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty good. That's right. But what do you mean
Keeps the scurvy away.
You were working at a young age? That seems very, very not fun. Every child should be wild and free and have fun.
Well, I started out wild and free, but then I got a lot of burns in my mother's forge, and well, she started putting me to work every time I burnt myself, so...
Ugh, that sounds awful. She sounds almost like Granny.
Well, Granny probably gets you learning real quick. Can I speak to this Granny? Can I speak to
Granny
a
Nightshade?
grown-up?
I mean, I guess you can, but, I mean, we may not stick around for very long. We're trying to break out the rest of the kids if we can. Mishka's here, too, and you
We're
can
at
see...
Loom Lurch?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because, do you
Mishka just
exclusively
arrived.
free... Do you exclusively free kids? Because I've got somebody who... If you are going to be breaking people out anyways...
I mean, I don't see why not. We can absolutely, definitely help out. You have a friend of yours in there stuck captive.
Yeah.
It's
All
not
right,
that- it's not
we're
that
coming to
weird-
an understanding now. Okay.
Yeah, and understand. It's not that weird goblin, right, with the weird head.
No. That's he is a little odd. No, this one's
Yeah, he's very
part
pushy.
dragon. You're gonna love him. He's really good
Ooh,
with
that's
kids.
cool. I love awesome pot creatures. In fact, and he just kind of goes, yeah, it's and you can see this little small, miniaturized, this barely coming in black cloak with these two small tentacles on the back of what appears to be this little beady-eyed kitten begins frolicking its way towards Will, and Will just kind of like bends over, and the cat just kind of like jumps in his hands, and he goes, "Oh, this is great." Yeah, so if you have a dragon man, that would be amazing. That's even cool. That's cool. But nothing's
Would
just as
Alistair
cool as
know
cute
a
little
baby-
star, yeah.
Would Alistair would totally remember that this is the displacer cat that was missing from like session 1, right?
Yeah.
Crikey. Oh man.
Right.
Look, kid.
Didn't know he was Australian.
Yep, Alistair's not. His family was from Ireland, but they were deported to Botany Bay, so he's of Australian descent.
Fair enough.
I will trade you a dragon for that cat.
Oh no! I'm not trading. No, this is my pet. This is my pet cat.
What's his name?
Well, I don't know. He feels like he's a star, so that's what I call him.
Fantastic. I am so happy for you. Listen, my dragon breathes acid, so how about we trade?
Again,
Like I said,
not trading.
he's really good with kids. He has one, even though he doesn't remember, but it's okay.
You have a very strange fascination with my kitten.
Well, see, I'm just gonna let you know, he has a father who is very, very worried about him.
Yeah, me. Because you seem to be eyeing him very, very intensely. It's really quite unbecoming. It's kind of scaring me.
Well, this is getting us nowhere fast. So about that breakout, you've done this before?
Oh, right. And you can just see the cat just like kind of like leaps onto his shoulder and like crawls across and just like nuzzles up next to him and starts purring. He goes, yeah, so we've done this before. That's how I was able to help Bobby here get out, as well as Sloan and Zenor over here. So yeah, we this time we're trying a different approach. So my initial thought, normally, is to beeline it straight there, knock through on the front door, and well, I think that's pretty much it. It's gonna be a blast.
Tactical little bugger, aren't you?
I mean, I'm a pretty much a straight shooter, one direction.
I can appreciate that. You are the expert in these infiltrations, so I will allow you to run point on this operation, and I'll just tag along.
Okay, sounds great.
You just do you, and keep an eye out for that Dragonborn, okay? Send him my way if you find him before I do.
All right, absolutely. I will do that, for my name is Will of the Feywild.
Yes, that's the passion, the dedication. I love it. Go, be merry,
I will.
fight.
I mean, we're not probably gonna fight anybody. We're just gonna bring our friends out. But good idea. Fight, right? And then all the kids just kind of like, yeah, right. Meanwhile, Clapperclaw kind of comes around the corner and goes, "Oh, hey, by the way, sir, I did find my friend here." And you see this small little oil can, barely even has a face to it, but it comes, it kind of meanders its way up to you all, or to you, because you're only one there. And he's just kind of bouncing around. That's not what I wanted. Okay. But yeah, he's bouncing around a little bit, and he just kind of like makes his way to you, and he's just like, "Oh, yes, hi, name's Square."
I expected you to be more of a have at least a couple more appendages, but nice to meet you, Squirt.
He just kind of like, "I'm an oil can. What more do I need?" And he just kind of like, every time he talks, he kind of like bobs up and down. You can see like a little bit of oil perps out of his little spout that he has.
I feel like this is like the jaded live-action sequel of Chip from Beauty and the Beast. Like, he stopped drinking tea and like, yeah, started dipping into oil and like became this like old grated can.
Yeah, he just started getting into like essential oils, and then it was all downhill from there.
That's the Disney remake we're gonna get in a few years.
Yeah, no, that's not the one we're gonna get. But
Clapperclaw has said very nice things about you.
Yeah.
Maybe we could talk after this. I think we can be mutually beneficial. And internally, I'm thinking, you know what? I really don't blame Will for wanting to have a displacer kitten, because that's amazing, and I would absolutely, in his shoes, probably do the same thing. So I'll drop the subject and.
I don't know what that has to do with me, but sounds good. Yeah, I know the way to Yawn, if that helps.
Perfect. You're my guy. You're my. I knew I liked you, Squirt.
Oh.
We're gonna be good friends.
You're welcome. Toot toot.
What did you call me?
No, he just kind of like toot toot, like toots at the end. It is at this point, Cadmus. The bars from the grate begin to melt away, and you're able to climb your way up. Give me a perception check as you kind of punch through the rest of this and make your way out.
I will do so. That is a 6.
Okay.
He will not. So wait, that was a perception check.
You burst out, kind of like quickly scrambling around.
Cadmus, what kind of check were you supposed to do?
Your perception.
Oh, my bad. I completely misheard it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Grab the things that were found for us, and then actually first I'll help Elkhorn out, and then grab his things.
Yeah, he can just say, "Hey, bud."
Yep.
And he just kind of, you pull him out, and he is just kind of, all right. Oh, there it is. And he just like picks up his sword and shield and just kind of sheathes it. Still got his kind of like helmet on, just kind of adjusts it a little bit. He goes, all right, now I just need my armor.
We
She
might
said
have.
they said it was somewhere, right? North, right? North, in her study. I think that's up there.
Something about the study, yes.
Yeah,
Whatever
that's-
is not here will be in the study, but I think we should just
Yeah,
find the.
that's that room, and you run up to the study and it's locked.
Oh, really, I don't have the tools to get into a locked room. I guess we try breaking it in, but that would be loud.
Yeah, we're gonna be loud, but I ain't going back in that hole. He goes ahead and just tries to charge into it.
Guess I'll help him.
Okay. So with help, he is going to find his stat block.
It's really the hardest part of this game.
It really is. There's so many crazy things here. Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are
And
you? And
Right.
that's as far as we can go. All right, so he is gonna have advantage on this strength check. Unfortunately, he's not the strongest bloke, surprisingly enough. 4. He just bounces right off.
All right, well, I guess I'll give it a try then.
All right, go for it.
Is it just a regular old strength check?
It is a regular old strength check or athletics.
Well, they're the same for me. 22.
22 with disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Oh, he's not going to help me this time around? That's
No,
fine.
I'm just fucking with you. He will.
At 20. How about that?
Yeah, so you're able to just burst right through it. You find yourselves in an empty study. You start to scramble around and wonder why your chase music isn't playing. And you bash through the door. You find yourselves in... You can see that there is a staircase that kind of runs along the corner of the room, of this circular room, climbs up to an upper level. Tucked behind curtains of moss and ivy are numerous bookshelves bearing ancient tomes. Built into one of the bookcases is a large oval mirror in a wooden frame, candlelight emitting from the eye sockets of a human skull resting on the desktop. But you can also see what appears to be a locked chest in the corner of the room. Or it's a chest in the corner of the room. It may be locked. It may not be.
Does it look locked? I'm gonna try it.
All right. Yeah, sure. It looks locked.
Dang. I assume there's no key laying by it.
Nope.
Is it like a padlock?
Yes.
Something that looks like it could be like ripped off with like some amount of strength and a fulcrum.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I will attempt to do that.
Okay. Give me a very quick. Well, there's a lot of things in this room that you could probably use. Name something.
Is there like is there a big old like metal broom handle?
Sure. Yep. Sure. There's a metal broom handle in the corner.
Nice. I'm gonna get that.
Okay. Yep, you grab that, wedge into the lock. Go ahead and give me another strength check. This time I'll say with advantage, which ends up being a straight roll, because you're using the leverage.
Can I take the nat 20 that I rolled before?
Nope. Unfortunately, you start retching on it. Elkhorn gets on the end of it, and he's just like, tries to help you a little bit, but he is having a rough go of it, as are you.
Right.
It is at this moment that appearing in the room behind you, both, well, it's a very familiar sight. You see the key on the back of her slow as she stands in the doorway,
dragon in tow. And just goes, "You will not make me fool. Cradlefall, blast them." And Cradlefall will blast you.
Oh. I assume I have nothing to say about that. Do I get like a reaction or?
You do. You get a reaction in this moment.
Okay. And by reaction, you mean an action, right?
A very quick action, yes.
I will. Doesn't protect from area effects. Damn it. I will cast. I will cast Protection from Evil.
Does it require a material component?
You're right, it does. It's not just verbal and somatic. I will not cast Protection from Evil. I will pick. Is there a window?
In this room?
There was a window, right? There was like a curtain in a window.
Give me a luck roll.
Just flat nat 20. Just flat 20.
Yeah.
See if we can do it.
That's a D12, silly. $17.
17. Yeah, there's a window. Sure. Right here.
Right where I can't see anything. Oh, it's all the way up here. That's why.
There's a window right there.
I'm gonna take the chest and chuck it out the window.
Okay. Luckily, it is not chained to the ground as you go ahead and you just throw it out the window. It just... After that happens, the dragon goes ahead and sprays you both.
Yep. You sure it's not acid breath?
It's a poison breath.
It could be acid though, right?
It's a poison breath.
It'd be real nice if it was poison.
Real cool of you if it was acid.
Real nice.
All right, you both succeed somehow. So you all take half damage. Because it is poison. Why did it give you? Oh, that's because he is at that. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, ooh. He should. He's not dead yet. He is. Should have been minus. Why? Let's see here. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
Exhaustion mechanic. Where are you?
And
I'm just trying to figure out when everything becomes a crit. Hit point maximum have disadvantage on attack rolls. Saving throw speed have no. It's not. So, oh, he's got resistance. Oh, well, I don't know why it still didn't do it. That's weird. So he started with a certain amount of hit points, saved on the throw, so he takes 4 damage.
gotcha.
Did you just drink a health potion, Alex?
I just drank a potion of hydration because I'm a dehydrated little boy.
All right. Well,
Can
that
I?
poison breath template goes away, and I'm gonna have you 4 roll initiative.
I will. Can I use my reaction as he does that to use?
You already did, but
Oh, is that a reaction? Okay, then I didn't. Gotcha.
well, I'm only saying that you already did because remember you were like, "Can I use a reaction before he hits me?"
You're right. I should have waited till after. You're right.
All right, Leo's on a broom out here. Leo, give me a perception check.
Oh shit. Leon?
Is that a one?
Oh,
Oh, it's not a
Nope.
one. It was close. Yeah, you hear what's going on, and you are also on this initiative count as well. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Ah, damn.
Cadmus, go ahead and roll initiative as well.
I can't click on my token.
No, you can't.
No, I can't see my token right now. There we go.
He's right here. I just rolled your initiative for you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Leo, you hear the sounds of loud crashes and bangs from just north of the door, like kind of like in this area. I just was pointing on the stream's version of this. Over in this area. What do you do?
I think Leo on her broom
Mm-hmm.
is just going to come over here and hold her action.
Okay. The broom gives you, I believe, 60 feet. Is that right?
Okay.
I'm
double check it.
asking because 50 feet. Yeah, we'll say you get there. Give me a you don't even need to make a perception check. You can see this small green dragon wormling inside of this room, and it has just breathed in the face your friend Cadmus and this dwarf that you don't really recognize.
Oh. You know what? Instead of holding my action because I can see it, I think I'm just gonna shoot the dragon.
Okay.
Wait, can I use my bonus action hide? Get some sneak attack on this.
Yeah, you can bonus action hide. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Perfect. I'd like you to know I do have a feat. And I can try to hide when lightly obscured from the creature from which you are hiding.
Mm-hmm.
And I am hidden from the creature, and if I miss it with a ranged weapon attack, making the attack doesn't reveal my position.
Interesting. Okay.
Nice.
Yay.
Just, letting you know.
All right.
Alright, let's roll for that. It's a 14 to hit.
14 on that dragon does not hit.
Alright. But let me give
Well,
you that
you're
stuff.
also hidden, so you have advantage, so you should roll it again.
Oh, shit. Wait, do you want me to roll
Just roll one more time.
my stealth? I should probably roll my stealth to actually make sure I'm hidden.
Yeah, you probably should do that first.
Right here.
But a 19 will hit. Your stealth.
19 will hit. 10.
Yeah, you're not hidden.
That's alright.
So, but a 19 does hit, but you technically missed. Okay. Anything else in your turn? That was action, bonus action, movement.
Alright, I think Leo's gonna just chill. Try and stay close, so if her friends hop on the broom, she can get him out of here.
Okay. The dragon just kind of, like it just, because you did not actually hide, it just kind of like whips its head around. It's gonna roll to see if it gets its poison breath back. It does not. But it is going to. It's gonna go after you.
Of course.
Because it knows you're there. And it's gonna try to bite you.
Thank you.
Why did it have advantage? Oh, it said you were prone. That's stupid.
Oh.
That was from last game. Let's try this again. Yeah, so it rolled at advantage, so that didn't need to happen.
Let me adjust my hit points as well, because I rolled 4. Alright, I took half and then added.
Yeah. Alright, so it actually dealt...
7.
It rolled a 7, so it missed.
Oh. I've missed the fact that it missed on me. I was just like, alright, I got hurt. Let's move on.
What's the damage, Howie? Is 24 accurate? Is that how many hit points you have?
So I had 16, and then I just have the ability to take half, and that's 4
Oh,
for me.
because you're gonna
58.
uncanny dodge. I see. Okay.
I don't know, uncanny dodge. I just, yeah, I guess.
All right, Cadmus. You're not playing 1D&D rules on me and completely fucking with my head, are you?
No.
Okay.
Cadmus is gonna grab Elkhorn
Mm-hmm.
and hop up to the windowsill.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a balcony?
It's not. It's because you rolled that there was a door, a window. This is
Gotcha.
actually this is like the dragon and you are kind of sort of in the same spot now.
Gotcha. How far is the drop?
5 feet. It's not very far.
Gotcha. Cadmus is just gonna drop down with Elkhorn.
Okay. So you bust through with Elkhorn. You're at half movement because you're pulling him. So you've used. Technically, you've used 5, 10. So you've used 20 feet of movement bringing him there if you're dragging him.
Oh,
Actually,
gotcha.
he can go on his next turn. It's fine. He'll go on his turn. He's next in the initiative,
Oh, okay.
as
Yep.
far as you know.
Then I'll just go.
Okay, so that's 10 here. This is actually 5 to get there. To get here.
And as he's jumping down, he makes eye contact with Leo, and there's just like a look of confusion on his face. At first, he was kind of scared, but now he's just lost.
I feel like the look Leo gives him is the, you already used one, why am I here?
And it's just like a coy smile, like, hi. And is the chest right here?
Yeah, the chest is right there.
All right, well, let's move. And he's gonna pick it up.
Okay, you pick up the chest. Anything
how
else
much
on
room?
anything else on your turn? Actually,
I don't have anything else I can do. I have no weapons and no
all right.
spellcasting focus, so no.
Elkhorn is gonna go ahead, which apparently nobody can see now, which is great. But Elkhorn is gonna go ahead and let's see. He's got 13 feet of movement right now because he is half movement, and he also is He's exhausted, and he only has 25 feet of movement as a dwarf. But despite all of that, he will use his dash action to get exactly here. He will take an attack of opportunity as he runs by. Which will miss, surprisingly enough. Scabatha, seeing this, will meander her way over here. And will... Let's see, she's definitely going to cast a spell. I'm just trying to figure out what it is going to be.
But she could also not do that.
Well, she
You know,
also
she
did
could
do,
just, like-
she also did do stuff earlier today, so it's not like she's got
Yeah, she
everything.
She could just cut her losses and recognize that, you know, like, this is not great for the profit margins, but wasting her spells and
Make
being
capitalism
distracted
work
from
for
her
you.
workers. Yet, you know what? Like, make capitalism work for us.
Yeah, sure. She'll cast Ray of Sickness at... Well, she'll cast it at, Cadmus. Cadmus, you do have cover. Trying to see if I can give it to you. I don't know if that's actually going to do anything for you, but we'll find out. Oh, it says the target's blocked by a wall.
Good.
Well, she can stand. She can stand basically where he is.
Leave me alone, cretin.
It's.
It's okay.
I was gonna make a reference, but I decided against it.
21 to hit.
Yeah,
What
that'll
did
do
she
it.
roll?
That'll do her.
He rolled a 19 and an 18.
Okay.
All right, 7 points of
All right,
poison
19
damage. You see this like large green kind of like wave of what appears to be this. It almost seems like it's pieces of candy, but you then begin to notice that there are like creepy crawlies like floating in with it. Just hits you. You make your con save, which you rolled a what?
17, it looks like.
Okay. You are not poisoned. You technically still take all the damage.
So rude.
I know, so rude. Leo.
Is everybody on the broom?
Not yet.
I don't think
They all just jumped out.
Cadmus did not know you were there, so he jumped down.
Fair, okay. I don't know. I don't want to abandon you guys, but Leo also was not expecting this.
We all got caught with our pants down.
What was that?
So I guess we all got caught with our pants down.
Probably you more
Not
literally.
As in, we did not expect this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she will just try and hit the dragon again.
Okay. I'll move Scabatha aside. With the short bow from point blank range?
Disengage. Step back. No, I'll accept my failures.
I accept my failures.
Well, 15 misses.
I accept my failures. Oh yeah, that's fair. Bonus action, disengage.
Okay.
Move back a little bit.
All right. That'll bring us to our good old buddy Cradlefall. He will see if he gets his breath weapon back. He does not. Which is good for you, I guess. He flies out. And well, you kept firing at him, so he doesn't like you. He doesn't roll well, though. That is an 8. So he goes ahead and just tries to bite at you, and you just kind of like, riding your broom. That'll end his turn. Cadmus.
How does this broom look like it'll fit all of us with what I'm carrying?
Looks like it'll fit one more of you.
All right, Cadmus is going to move out. Am I in opportunity attack range of these two? Like, or are they flying?
Hey,
That doesn't matter. Cadmus is going to move
I
around.
can carry up to 4 pounds.
The attempted token movement collides with the least one. There we go. Okay. That doesn't count as my movement. I was going to move here.
Correct.
If
Would
it
you
doesn't look like
Yep, sorry. Go
What?
ahead. Nothing.
if it doesn't look like all three of us and the chest will fit on, Cadmus will set down the chest and try and help Elkhorn up onto the broom while the dragon's focused on Leo.
Okay. Elkhorn's on the broom. We'll say that's your action to put the chest, like putting the chest down is a free action because you can just go, and then you help Elkhorn up onto the broom.
Just start flying, and I'll catch up with you. I just need whatever is in this trunk. So take him. He's not very coherent right now. Not very great in the middle of a battle, if you catch my drift.
He just goes, "Aye."
How much does Elkhorn weigh?
Elkhorn? I mean, he's a dwarf, so probably in the neighborhood of like, he's dummy thick, so we'll say like 200 pounds.
Okay. Yeah,
The chest
alright.
and Cadmus. If Cadmus and the chest were to jump on, would be like another 500 or 600 pounds.
Okay. I was gonna be like, this thing carries 400 pounds. How heavy are you people?
Cadmus is thick.
He's
Well,
not dumb.
it's also
don't
just
get
all
ahead
the
of yourself.
it's just all the shit that he also has.
Right.
God damn it, Gavin.
Kind of need the shit.
Anything else in your turn, Cadmus?
Oh yeah, it is still my turn. You know what? Yeah, nope, that's a whole action. Never mind. I'll do nothing.
Okay. Elkhorn just goes, "Hey, thanks, mate. Take this, you silly dragon."
Get him.
He rolls a
Oh,
20 and a 5, so he misses, unfortunately.
you hate to see it.
But he would have done a good heaping help on the damage. As you see that his longsword's pretty good. All right.
Wheel of Wild Magic!
This would be the time for it, eh?
Okay.
For what? Oh, yay!
Yay. Alright, who we fucking over?
All right.
Hopefully it's one of those everyone gets effed over scenarios.
Everyone gets one free use of the wish spell.
Yeah, that would.
Except for the witch.
All right.
Maybe it's one of those you get all of your health back and then gain 2 levels kind of wild magic.
That would be great. A tree stomps on Scabatha.
19.
But
But,
my
sorry,
mind
I've got a thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't like the ooh.
Elkhorn is surrounded by faint offensive odor for the next minute, and he has disadvantage on charisma checks.
Already.
I mean, he kind of smells like the poo from when he was.
Wasn't he?
He already had disadvantage on those, didn't he?
Yeah, you did.
Double disadvantage.
Yep, sure. All right. That's gonna bring us to Granny.
Fuck you, Granny.
Granny is gonna go ahead and she's gonna cast a little something called Bane.
That's not very nice.
No,
No.
no, she's not blocked by a wall. Shut up.
Nice. It's different.
Does she even have spell slots for that, Howie?
She does. I
She
have a list of. So her spell casting isn't spell slots; it's spells per day. Like you can cast this spell this many times, and you can cast this spell this many times.
She get a permit to be casting all these spells. You get
Yes,
spell
she
casting
does.
permit.
All 3 of you are baned.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Oh, you're lucky she hasn't been using her legendary actions yet. Her villain actions.
That's what really get you.
Leo.
Okay. Bonus action disengage from the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like if we abandon the chest, she's just gonna pick it up and put it back inside, and then we'll be back on this bullshit.
Yep. Kind of important.
Leo is going to fly over here. And I think that's where she's just gonna drop off Elkhorn for the time being.
Where is she flying?
Over here.
Okay. So you fly the
Gotta-
50 feet to get over there.
Just gently puts Elkhorn on the ground. I was like, just chill here, please.
You're just like, and he no, I'm kidding. I'm dead.
You would! And then... I accept my failures, but I never learn from them. We're just gonna keep trying to hit that dragon!
Okay.
I'm so not used to not having my Eldritch Blast. Not doing great over here.
No, especially with a negative D4 to the roll, that is only an 8 to hit. So how does that look as your shot misses again?
I think she had it lined up okay. With the Bane, the string, she like lets go of the string a little too soon, so it just like shoots straight up.
Yeah.
And then just kind of comes down maybe like a foot in front of the dragon.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say you fire straight up, and we'll see what happens in about 30 seconds.
No.
Arrow roulette.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Wait, would Tabitha and the dragon be part of that roulette?
Yeah. Cradle Fall will fly over here.
Try me.
He will.
Actually don't.
Oh, look, he got his Dreath weapon back.
Cool. I love it here. Is that the only one with a breath weapon?
Fires.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna
I'm gonna
succeed
use
on
my-
the saving throw. Hey.
I'm gonna use my rebuke the violent.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Kiwi soda.
Use this ability immediately after. Other than me. Never mind. Can't use that
Why not?
because it has to be a creature other than me.
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack to a creature other than you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Other than you, which is why I was gonna use it when he hit me in Elkhorn, but then you reminded me that I used my thing. So
Oh.
yeah. So it's fine. I just these are the decisions I made, so it's just like that sometimes.
Yeah. All right.
How are you holding up over there, Cathus?
Oh, I'm seen better days, but that's okay. It's an action to pick up the chest, right?
I would say in this case, no. I'll
Okay.
say that's a free action.
Then I will lay hands on myself and give myself 15 hit points.
Hey, Howie,
Keep it PG, Shelby. What's up?
how long till tree attack?
I'll let you know.
All right, making sure you're on it. We got a player over here sitting quietly,
I
waiting
know,
patiently.
and that's why I said something in Discord to him. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming together, but I'll give myself.
When I don't know anything, I cause problems.
I know.
Hey, you had your chance to get rid of me.
And then I will pick up the chest.
Okay, you pick up the chest.
And opportunity attacks be damned, you know?
All right, I'll swing at you first before you run away.
Yeah.
I bite you. 6 is not gonna hit, despite you
How about
not
you-
wearing any of your armor.
How about you bite my little bum?
He tries.
No, that's the problem. Canvas is too flat.
His butt's too flat. Is that what you're trying to say?
You were saying the fucking dwarf was dummy thing, and it has to balance out.
Dwarf stole my bum!
All right, so that's your movement.
And lay on hands was an action.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any bonus action things that don't require my focus, so here we are.
All right. Elkhorn is going to just vibe, I think.
Does he have spells?
No.
Crawl.
He'll hold an action to attack if one of the enemies comes within 5 feet of him.
Nice, Elkhorn.
What do you want him to do? All right, Scabatha is going to make her way downtown.
Walking, man.
She's homebound. All right, she is going to. Oh, I don't know. How about we get a little. Well, you're kind of running away already, so she might as well give you a little bit of the sweet nothings in your ear. A little dissonant whispers coming at you. You just hear this cacophony of just like in your ear.
Oh, well,
That is a
I'm out.
failure. That is 11 points of damage. I'm guessing you're not immune to the frightened condition.
Not until level 6, I don't think. Looking at my sheet, it does not say so. No immunities or resistances.
Oh, it doesn't actually give you the frightened condition. Just
Oh,
makes
good.
you immediately go further away. Yeah.
Oh, immediately?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
In a
anyway.
straight line away from her, which would be this way.
That's a diagonal line.
She's right here, so we're gonna have to go.
Oh, I see. Because she's facing that way. Got it.
Yeah. She's like one square down from you, that's why.
Got it.
So you jump in the water and you start swimming.
I still get to hold on to things, right? So I'm just kind of like,
it's just hard
I'm
to
still
see.
like kind of like kicking. I have the chest like this, and I'm just like kicking my legs in fear.
It is pulling you down, I will say that. You might have to do something about that on your turn. Speaking of which, it is at around this time that the sounds of get a lot louder as a rather large treant that's actually way bigger than this makes its way with a number of people in tow.
Oh my god.
Dun 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 dun
Let's
dun dun
see.
dun dun.
Tree face.
Well,
Alistair has like jury-rigged a sail onto the tree end and a mast, and it's just standing there like holding the rope to the sail.
yeah.
With the copywritten Howard Shore music playing. No, he didn't do the musical Pirates. Who did the musical Pirates?
The Caribbean?
Yeah, wasn't it Howard Shore?
The quick Google search will tell us probably otherwise.
All right, Alistair, you're on the tree. Alistair, go ahead and roll initiative. You see these three kids begin charging this way to try to distract Granny Nightshade while Will begins making his way this way. So Alistair, go ahead and roll initiative.
Is that with Is that with disadvantage? I forget what
Just-
exhaust.
Yeah, just hit the button.
Is it an ability check?
It'll figure it out for you. You only have
Well,
that
it
movement.
asks me normal or disadvantage. Otherwise, I wouldn't ask.
Oh, right. Yeah, no. Yeah, it is an ability check, so disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Same way that like Jack of all trades applies to initiative.
It does?
Yeah.
No way. You
Yeah.
can't, because you can't get.
Yeah.
How
It's
is
an
it even
ability check.
possible? Because you
It's an
can't.
ability check you don't have proficiency in.
But that's just it. You can't get Can you
know.
get proficiency in?
No,
It just
it just works.
That's weird.
I-
Okay, cool.
You like
It's
The
that?
just-
more you
It's not
know.
It just works.
it's how my bard character, like, despite rolling like 14s, would be the top of the initiative list because it was like Jack of all trades and then her everything else to it. And I'd be sitting at
I'm
like
a little
21.
embarrassed to say that even with my disadvantage score, I'm still at the top of the initiative order.
Yeah.
Well then,
Yeah, you are.
I'm disappointed in all of you.
that's why rogues are dope, man.
I got it now. I got like a -1 to all initiative checks, so leave me alone.
Alistair, you're up.
Taking immediate stock of the situation, my concerns are mostly satisfied. I mean,
The sound of Cadmus drowning.
should I at least make it an awareness check, or sorry, a perception check to see what the heck is going on there? Because I have a very hard time believing that I would see Cadmus.
Running and swimming. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 16, yeah, you can tell that, like, this is out of Cadmus' normal character. He's probably affected by some sort of spell, and you actually see Granny Nightshade going like this, like, kind of like, almost like tugging at it, like, at invisible, like, kind of like strands or strings, just kind of like continuing to terrify him.
In that case, I will, I think I'm gonna have to take my... Well, no, I am no longer slowed. That is a nice touch. But I'm still gonna have to... I'll try to be sneaky about it, I guess.
I mean, it's hard to be sneaky when a giant treant just like...
Well, I'm thinking it's such a massive distraction that no one would ever see the rogue move.
Maybe.
But yeah, the best, like... Maybe. Like I said, I'm gonna try, at least. Best I can do is move my 30 feet and take a hide action. This is the closest thing I can find to cover.
Find the steps, yeah. Go ahead and make your hide action.
Actually, wait a second, because I remember now hiding is a bonus action, which
Yep.
is a nice...
You're looking
Let me
to,
see, is there...
if you're trying to hide from Scabatha, you're looking to get a 16. Why is the dragon over here? Oh, the window. Yep.
Is there any window in this area right here?
It's way up here.
What? Okay, over there. You know what? I don't think I can get there fast enough.
No,
Shucks.
you wouldn't be
Yep.
able to.
For lack of a better option, I will simply have to, I will use my bonus action to hide, and then I will use my full action to hold my action, and if anyone comes into melee range of me, I will take an attack.
Okay, go ahead and make your stealth check.
Well, that
20.
That critical hit would have been nice. I'll take the dirty 20.
All right, you feel hidden. Leo, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Seeing the tree. Fucking cabinets again. Over there, damn.
Just vibing.
I think Leo's gonna go get Cadmus.
Okay.
Just comes up, gets him on the broom, and then I'm just gonna make my way to the tree. Whatever things I have to do, like using a bonus action dash, I happily will.
Okay. So you get here, grab Cadmus, we'll say that's an action. And then you fly the rest of the way. Yep. You can use your cunning action to dash, you get him there. You still have 45 feet of movement left after you drop him off at the tree.
I'll go back for Elkhorn.
How kind of you.
If he was important to Cadmus, then it's important to get him out.
All right. You go and to get Elkhorn. Okay. This tiny treant, also known as Little Oak, begins to march forward. And begins to kind of like, and it's gonna, it goes to it, and then Will goes, no, and he just kind of goes, oh, you're right, and just kind of like stops and doesn't smash the building, oddly enough. Cradle Fall
rolls dice. Hey, look at that. Will fly here. Can it reach? Not really. Okay. It'll use its action to dash to get right up to you. Cadmus, you're up in a tree.
Oh, this is strange.
You can see that there's a little treehouse on the top of it. You can see Clapperclaw and this little oil can are just kind of like standing there going, oh, hello, jolly good. Yeah, hey. Squirt, squirt.
Do I still have the chest?
Yep.
All right. I'd like to make another attempt to break it open.
All right, go for it. It's going to be an athletics check straight, or athletics check straight because you have the leverage still. Somehow you still ran with this weird broom handle.
The broom stuck in between the latch and the.
Yeah. I should have had you roll dexterity to see if you can get out the window because you would have had to like throw it through the window.
Clunk, clunk, move sideways.
Yeah.
All right, athletics. Here we go. Oh, thank goodness. 20.
You're able to break it open. That is your action. You break it open. You open it. All your stuff's in there, as well as Elkhorn's armor. In addition to a couple other things.
All right. Well,
Prize items?
that is. If that's my action, I can't interact with any of this stuff yet. So, I think that's my turn.
All right. That is going to bring us to Elkhorn. He gets onto the broom and he go, oh wait, his reaction would have went off. Ha-ha! Nah, it misses.
Oh!
And for his action, he will, ha-ha! Misses. No.
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
We seem to be missing the battlefield on stream.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it dropped.
Oh, that's weird. I can fix that.
So,
Maybe.
come here off.
So, how you guys doing?
You know, I'm pretty good. I'm kind of dying right now. Not me, Cadmus, but we'll get through it.
I guess a question for while we wait, but if you guys could play any character, what would you play? What's the character idea you had floating around?
I just had an idea for another paladin.
You and my partner, you're both like paladin obsessed, and I'm like, why am I surrounding myself with paladins?
It's just in a one shot, like a high level one shot. I would play a paladin who takes the 2-weapon fighting style through a feat, and if it's level 11, each time you attack, you get an extra D8 of radiant damage. So, just a damage Nova pumper.
Yeah, right. So anyway, Scavith is gonna eviscerate you guys.
No!
That sounds like the kid on the playground, very mad he's losing.
Yeah. She will come here and just goes, "Rise, my pretties!" And you see, you know, just a bunch of little bastards that you just don't like.
Oh, little bastards.
Oh, you know, just a one of these, and a one of these, and a one of these. And actually, that's no, there's one more, because you guys killed some of them. Earlier.
Yes.
But now there's just a lot of turns. So that is her action. That's gonna bring us to Will. Will is going to dash and dash again because he can, because he's special.
Look at him go!
That's my boy.
The kids all cower and just kind of go back to the tree. They're like, okay, distraction done, and they run back. This red cap is gonna, he's so tiny, run over here, attack Elkhorn with his iron boots. Oh, not the iron boots, sorry. His ironbound pursuit.
Yeah.
Elkhorn rolls terribly and takes a whole heap and a lot of bludgeoning damage. He's 1 hit point left.
Oh god.
Nope. I'm assuming I have greater distance than 30 feet away from Elkhorn.
I've got this, please. It's
Alistair.
okay.
Alistair, being the daring, dashing rogue that he is, takes the opportunity to see the concerned threat, and deciding to engage said threat. To make sure that I've actually got the distance for it, I do. Will bust out into the open, if I can select token as opposed to measure token.
Yeah. I'm just making these guys bigger because they're really hard to see on stream. Even though they're really tiny. Okay.
Charging forward and channeling an energy of which he has a very middling understanding of to begin with, will cast Booming Blade
Ooh.
on
Okay.
Scabatha, attempting very hard to maintain the engagement here. In doing so with my short sword. I believe I also get to add my charisma modifier to it for my rakish audacity, seeing as I have no other creatures within 5 feet of me.
Yep. If that's how that
Big
works.
buku damage incoming
Buku damage.
If only you hit.
with a miss.
But you have advantage because you were hidden prior to running out into the open.
Ah.
So you can try again.
I shall take the opportunity to do so. And in doing so,
I will gladly do so.
I'm just gonna have to hit the button again, I think. Come
Yeah,
on,
just
open,
roll
open,
blade
the,
again.
open the button! Exact same roll.
Wow.
With lower damage, remarkably so.
Okay. Yeah, you go to
that
swing and
was-
she just kind of like, oh, hello there.
To be fair, I'm fairly certain that was a me thing for not utilizing all of my potential resources. So yeah, I am simply going to have to stay where I am, having well,
All right.
just to see if I. Well, yeah, I only used 20 feet, right? Just to make sure that I. Yep, 20 feet. So in fact, bonus action, offhand attack with my dagger.
Okay.
Praying very hard just to get that little bit of damage in because I'd really like to disengage. Wow, these are just some seriously low rolls.
Oh my god.
Does an 8 hit? I have to ask.
No.
Very well.
All you've done is roll 8s. Why'd you roll disadvantage? The other one was a 3. It was a 9 to hit.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, are you kidding?
Oh
me?
my
Why was it at disadvantage?
I don't
Tell
know.
me.
I don't know. Probably thought you threw it. All
Oh,
right.
seriously, that might be it.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
be
did you target when you were attacking? You silly goose.
it. Goober.
Unbelievable. The second roll was a 3. The 3 would have
Wouldn't
been
have mattered.
enough. I'm going to be honest, I'm just gonna stand my ground.
All right. Well, at the end of her turn, she's going to go ahead and use her villain action finally to go ahead and Thorn Whip you.
Noted.
She'll miss.
He's
Leo.
close up. Alrighty. I got a near death elkhorn by me.
Yeah.
Can I just grab him and disengage?
Sure. You fly him
Cool.
over the tree.
Yup.
All right. You fly him over the tree. Oh, you keep flying apparently.
Oh gosh, I went so much further.
Really overshot that one.
Sorry, I was also moving it.
No, it's okay.
I ran into the tree.
Yep.
Action. Would you say that's my action and movement?
That is your action.
Grab
That
him, get him out.
is 30 feet of your movement. You have 20 left, and you have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you guys fly to the tree or run to the tree is like putting branches down and just picking you guys back up. Just so you guys are aware. So that way you're
Lovely.
not on the ground.
Yeah, I'll go that 20 feet forward. Right
So you
here.
jump off the tree and run back out into the fray? Or, no, you fly forward.
No, I'm on my.
Yeah, you fly forward.
Yeah, I'm flying forward.
Yeah, you're 30 feet in the air.
Am I like fucking up your encounter because I just keep flying?
No, not at all, actually. It's probably the only way you guys might survive. All right, so...
This might be desperate times.
Yep. With that, yeah, sure. She'll go ahead and use another legendary, another villain action to go ahead and Thorn Whip the guy next to her. At least try to. And won't. Nobody can roll higher than a 10 today. Ooh, this is gonna be, ooh, there is a, dilemma. This red cap's gonna run at the tree. Just start attacking it. Makes 3 attacks with its sickle.
Sickle.
I know it says that it's, I know that I'm putting him inside of the tree, but he's not. He's just attacking the tree. Let's see. 10 points of damage to the tree. Second attack. Misses the tree. Third attack. Misses the tree. So you see, it's just like whacking at the trunk of this tree. Takes off a little piece of bark, but it's just kind of like whacking away. Not really making a whole lot. Not much of a dent. Brings us to the tree. And he just kind of goes... And you can hear Will just kind of like, yeah, you can hit him. And he goes, "Movers." And he will make 2 slam attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool.
13 misses on the second one.
So that's 19 bludgeoning damage to a red cat.
After that, the Scabatha will use her last villain action of the round to try to Thorn Whip Alistair again. Hey, this time she hits. Maybe.
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 It's distinctly possible.
It's a very real possibility. She will pull you 0 feet because you're already right there. 4 points of
There we
piercing
go.
damage.
Taken.
All right. Cradle Fall will... Well, now that it doesn't have anybody there, it is going to... What's his fly speed? 60 feet. He'll fly up over here. And he'll fly up into the air 30 feet. And we'll just give you a little bit of the razzmatazz. Ooh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of sixes.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that's a lot of 6s. Oh, that's a failure. Uh-oh.
I'm down also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She falls.
Is this within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Are they still on my level? I'm gonna rebuke the violent on that.
Okay. You immediately fall and take 1 failed death save.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
So.
He has to make a wisdom saving throw, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
How's that 16 do you?
That does me better. He still takes half damage.
So half of what he gave out, which is 12.
Yeah.
Does it say the type of damage? Like, does it?
It's radiant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, yeah, you see him kind of come over and just blast this poisonous, noxious spray into someone's face that's probably very important to you. In some way, shape, or form. And you see her go down. What does your rebuke the violent look like in this moment?
So it's just a no, and a bright light shines from his hands and engulfs Cradle Fall in just a wildly brilliant, dazzling white flame.
Okay. And with that, Cradle Fall does not fall, but it does take the damage. Just it's looking hurt. Like it's taken. That was the first real damage that hit it. But like, it seems like a couple more of those types of hits might take it down. Doesn't seem like it's completely invulnerable or infallible. This red cap will run to the tree to attack the tree. It technically needs to get 1 square closer. With its wicked sickle. Miss. With its wicked sickle. Miss. With its wicked sickle.
Speak the words.
It does 11 damage, is it? Same thing, it's just like just keep swiping at this thing.
Barely into that, but
Cadmus.
It makes me feel good.
Yeah, he's not hurt, not mad.
Is my focus like right there at the top? Like, can I see my focus?
Oh yeah, you can pick it up.
Yep, I'm gonna grab that. Take the holy symbol. And how close? How high up am I?
15 feet.
Should have been born with wings. Is there like an obvious way down, or will I have to jump?
Give me a persuasion check. This is like you kind of like trying to give the treant like give a little oak like the hint of like put me down. As you
hey, big guy, you mind?
As you run to the edge of a branch.
Hey, big guy, you mind lowering this for me? I'm gonna get back in there.
Yeah, easy enough. He's able to lower you down so you don't take damage.
Then I will cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
Target Cure Wounds. First level spell. Nice. 11.
Max healing. That's 11 hit
Nice.
points of healing.
He looks at Leo and goes, "Everyone gets one."
Everyone.
Leo lightly just like taps your breastplate, like the chest. God, don't annoy me.
And then I don't have another.
You have, I will say, you have like 10 more feet of movement.
Is the branch still down?
It is. It's about 10 feet away from you.
I'll get to the tip of that branch, then I'll try.
You can get to the branch.
Oh wait.
It's just whether or not you want to drag Leo with you.
Yeah. But then that dragon's right there.
Yes, I'm purposely giving you a hard decision.
Yeah. Just gonna. I got 10 more feet of movement. I'll go. I'll drag Leo. Yeah. There's too many folks around to stay in the middle of all this.
All right, you drag her 5 feet.
Yep.
I have my broom, presumably with me.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's true. Too bad he didn't think of it.
It's not.
Too bad Cadmus is more worried about making you healthy and then dragging you back.
Dragging me through the dirt.
Yeah.
I'm working on bare minimum, okay? This is all I have.
You're gonna get roasted later.
You're putting in minimum effort, Cadmus? Is that what
No,
I
I'm
heard?
putting in maximum effort with minimum tools.
Minimum results. Jeez.
Speaking of
Max
tools,
Steve.
here comes some slicing and dicing over at Alistair's
In
expense.
response, just to be clear, that's is that a 16 to hit?
That's a 22 to hit
Okay.
for 11 slashing
Yeah,
damage.
the 16. Yeah, the 16 was flat.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a 9. And then that is a lot. It's a 23. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay.
Oh, I'm down again.
Do you not have... Oh, because you're only a rogue 3. You don't have uncanny dodge, do you?
Nope, I do not. And unfortunately, both of those hits were outside of my shield range.
Hmm.
Down again.
Yep. Elkhorn starts digging through the stuff and finds his armor. He's gonna use his second wind on himself. As a bonus action. So he regains 12 hit points. And he'll run to the edge, kind of trying to influence the tree as well with a persuasion of just barely enough. Lowers the tree down, and he's able to drag the two of you onto the tree, or at least drag you both the rest of the way. Like, drag Leo to the tree at the very least.
Yeah, Cadmus will head off Leo.
Yeah. So Leo's on the tree.
I think I'll just stay on the tree.
Poor Alistair. He's like, I'm coming in to save you. Oh no, my leg.
Oh,
It's amazing I don't have a peg leg yet. I'm gonna keep it that way.
You're
too.
gonna get a leg amputated once you get on the tree. These are kids and you're a pirate. They're gonna fix it.
Gabitha is going to... She is going to...
just go back inside. Call him out.
She will walk 30 feet to this tree. She'll put her
Take an
hand
attack of
on it.
opportunity on principle.
She'll put her hand on it, and you just see, fight for me, as she casts Awaken.
On the tree?
Uh-huh. Welcome to fun stuff.
Oh, okay. I completely misinterpreted. I thought you were saying the tree ent, and I was like, how does that work?
Oh no, just the tree.
Just the tree. Okay, that makes a little more
It's
sense.
a drunk awakened tree. That's hilarious. That's literally what it called itself. No.
That's where all the people from the Goblin Market used to dump their beer.
Yeah, exactly. And it is added to the initiative order.
Please let it go dead last.
Nope. It's gonna be right
Goes
after the other tree. Will goes inside and then comes back out, and you can see all the children that were inside of the tree of Loomlurch all are running behind him as he begins to make his way back. He will use his last 30 feet to get there. These
Does
kids
Will
all-
happen to know healing word or any sort of range
Not really.
thing or other that I can
Cleric.
use to get up?
Not really. This guy will just use his action to dash to get to the tree to start punching it later. We'll move Sloane out of the way so she doesn't get hit. Alistair, I need a death saving throw, sir.
Nat 20, Nat 20.
He did it before. He can do it again.
Nat 1!
Oh,
No.
That's no good.
That is the opposite of good.
That's a little late. Leo. You're prone, you're in the tree.
Cool. Cool. I'd like to stand up.
All right, you stand up. Stand up.
How far up am I?
15 feet.
So 45. Could I still hit that red cat?
Which one?
I think. The one right by Alistair.
So the way it works, it's actually just straight up distance. It's not, we don't use Pythagorean theorem. So it's just 30 feet.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that thing then. Short bow. Let's hope I do.
Okay. You roll high enough to, I think, miss. Oh, you hit. 5 points of
Hey!
damage. Takes it. Barely injured.
Makes me feel better.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I think I throw my broom down to Cadmus.
Okay.
Oh,
Cadmus, you can use your reaction to catch it if you'd like.
I would like to.
All right. You grab it.
Trigger word Helena.
Dude, I don't
Aw,
have to
that's cute.
That is cute.
This misunderstood redcap just continues to swing at this tree. He's like, it's been every day on your own, and here it goes.
That truly is a nightmare.
He's like, I'm just a kid that was born from the ground, and he does not hit it with any of his attacks. And as he begins to sing to the chorus of the song, he gets whacked in the face. Nah, he doesn't, actually. Oh, no, he does. Surprisingly. That hurts.
Oh, more.
Oh, yeah, that really hurts. Yeah, he gets hit so much that he just fucking dies.
Mushroom paste.
Just
Instead of getting slammed, he actually gets the literal hook and is pulled off stage for his terrible singing.
yeah,
Disappears into a void we never know.
yeah. This tree is drunk, so I'm gonna say that it's poisoned.
Is that how that works?
Sure.
Just doing the most for us, huh?
No, I just think it'd be funny.
I did it for the goof.
I did, actually. It's just like, "Brrr," and it gets over there. But it uses all of its movement and action to do so. All right, Cradle Fall rolls to get its breath weapon back. Does not.
Good, like that.
And movement is a lot. It's not dumb enough to attack the tree, so it's gonna attack Alistair.
Alistair?
That's already
I mean,
down on
it's
the
not
ground.
Alistair.
It's not.
Nope, not Alistair. Cadmus, my bad.
That makes sense. Please roll super, super low again.
I was looking at the circle like, where am I?
No way.
He rolled low damage.
8. Okay.
So 22 hits, and he just like kind of grabs onto your arm. He's like, and you just start doing this whole thing, and he's just like,
We're kin! Rise against your oppressor.
wait, persuasion check, please.
yeah, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Yes.
You have a 1 in 20
Please.
chance.
I rolled it at 20!
He just kind of goes, huh? And he kind of like lets go for a bit, and he just kind of goes, just kind of questioning himself, and just kind of.
You don't have to.
We
anymore,
good?
but
We good?
let us go.
It's not sure. He's literally just kind of like, huh.
I know you're a victim in this too.
Never thought of it this way, huh?
You know, he brings up a good point. Capitalism.
The finer points.
Our little guy just starts swinging away, and he's like, ah! Hey, he's so desperate. Let's see. Is she in range of? No, she's not. Cadmus.
Cadmus is gonna hope we're cool, and he's gonna hop on the broom and say, "All right, Helena," and and he's gonna try and fly over to Alistair.
All right. Well, when you do, you're gonna take an attack of opportunity from this guy.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. 11 damage.
I'm still up.
Yes,
I'm
you
still
are.
up.
You're still up.
I'm still in it. How fast does this broom move?
50 feet.
Okay, so that's 25 to get there.
Action to pick him up.
Yeah. This is a tough spot.
You make it back to the tree.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
I would like to do that.
Okay, you make it back to the tree.
And I... Spellbook. Come
Okay.
on. Bonus action healing. Nothing. Bonus actions.
Oh.
Nope, that's not a bonus action.
You got nothing?
Paladins can't learn healing word. All of my healing is action based. Even spare the dying is action based. So it'd just be like that.
Just be like that.
I can make a medicine. Oh no, that's an action too, probably.
Tell you what, you can make a medicine check if you give me an inspiration dice.
Oh, yeah. Are you just saying the next one I don't get?
No, it's mine. I get to
Oh.
use it.
Okay. You know what? For the homie, I'll make that trade.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
Put it in the
Please.
chat. Put it in the chat.
Please.
Gotta count.
Please.
Inspire DM.
Oh yeah, I can do that, can't I?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god! Oh! What up?
I don't know why, but it should be a 23. I'm proficient in medicine. But still, it's a natural 20.
Alex, you rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
I'm magic! I'm magic tonight, baby. I've never had luck hitting things, but boy, can I bring them back to life.
All right, he's stabilized.
Oh, thank God. Cadmus just kind of slumps off the broom. Bleeding profusely.
All right, this belligerent red cap runs down to try to attack the tree. not gonna go well for these guys if they keep doing this. 10 damage. Oh, it hits. Okay, another 8 damage, and then hits. This guy's just so belligerent. He's like,
Going ham.
Elkhorn will attack the awakened tree because he can, because it's high enough for him to hit it.
Get him, Elkhorn. Strike him down.
He's gonna use a bonus action to feint.
Why would he faint? We're in the middle of a fight.
No, like feint attack. So he can get advantage on his next attack.
Which means he just doesn't have disadvantage.
Yeah, but if he hits, he does 2d6 more damage.
Well, let's hope. I hate it here.
Oh, he has Bane. Well,
You tried.
yes, he
You tried,
did.
Elkhorn.
He
Has
did.
Tabitha taken damage?
In this fight? No, but she had in the previous one. She hasn't rested yet.
I was gonna say if she took damage, she should have probably rolled a concentration.
Oh, not in this fight, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately. She's
Alright, just
still
trying
at
to
the
keep things in
same
mind.
she was still at the same hit points as she was before.
Which was what
Just trying to
exactly?
keep stuff in mind.
Triple digits.
Come on.
Scared yet?
I've been
No, fuck her.
brother. I've been terrified this whole time.
Okay. She's running out of fun things to do.
Oh no! So sad. Anyway,
Really bad about that. I do. Can't you see?
She is going to cast Ray of Sickness at Cadmus.
no, not me. I'm almost dead.
Yeah. But she rolls a 9 to hit.
Oh Lord. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
What's my armor class without all my stuff?
9?
It is. Because I have a -1 to my dexterity.
Did you not pick up your shield either?
Nope, I
thought
just.
I thought your shield was your holy symbol. My bad.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god, I did make that decision. Oh my gosh. Alex, I
Oh
love
my god!
open
Character
brain.
choice is saving your ass right now.
Aren't you lucky? Will and the rest of the kids make their way and they get to the tree.
Hell yeah.
That brings us to this guy. He's gonna attack the tree. Nyah!
Oh shit.
He's like Waluigi. Mah! Or Wario. Natural 1.
On a nat one, I feel like it should decapitate itself.
No, it doesn't work that way. That is gonna bring us to Alistair. You're good. Roll a
Am I
d20.
conscious?
Roll a d20.
Make you pop up.
D20. Rolling.
Nope.
Not awake.
Not yet. Leo.
I literally was searching my page because I was looking for Helena's stuff, but I don't have it.
I will say that 5 is the highest I've rolled all game.
Wow.
I can't relate, honestly. I've been doing pretty good.
I Leo's just gonna shoot an arrow at fucking Gabatha.
Okay. Just out of
She
spite.
got nothing. She got nothing else she can do. Why am I rolling with disadvantage?
Oh, because there's an enemy next to you. Your first roll is a 15. Minus 4 on the d4. 11 plus 6 is 17. 17 will hit.
Oh hell yeah!
6 damage. She's gonna
Uh,
make a concentration check. She
Oh,
succeeds.
shit. Oh, fuck you.
Fuck me, no fuck you. She says. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's it for me.
All right. Little Oak will. Yeah,
Action, yeah, disengage and leave.
he's not gonna disengage. He's just gonna go. So move these guys back so I can grab the people I want to grab. He is gonna take a bunch of attacks of opportunity, so I'm just gonna roll them really fast.
That's what I was saying. Probably should disengage.
Well, he's not so concerned with that. He'd rather just move faster. 5, 10, 18 damage from the drunk tree. Oh wait, drunk tree has disadvantage. Yeah, it misses. Red cap hits. Red cap misses. Red cap misses. That was 1, 2, 3 red caps I count. Yep, that's it. So only one of them hit with their sickle, which is okay. 8 points of damage. And homeboy is just gonna yeet his way out of here and marches off the map.
Oh, long one.
Oh Lord, he going.
You at one point do see Skabatha begin to make pursuit on her rocking horse, but she gives up pretty quickly as she is peckish from your 2 encounters from before.
Same.
Same.
And as such, we will return. You begin marching your way further and further. Will goes, "Ah, we did it, lads! Great job! Ha ha ha!" And all the kids are just like, yeah!
Yeah.
All the adults lying on the
Yeah,
ground.
seeing all the adults just like dead. And he goes, well, let's see if she ever tries to pull anything like that ever again, putting children in danger. Who might you all be?
Goodness.
Leo.
Tell you what, why don't we pick this up after you've
It's
had a nap?
it. That would be great.
Okay.
Cadmus, you still alive over there?
Let me check. I think so.
Leo like slaps a hand on Alistair's chest to see if he's still breathing.
I don't know at this point, to be honest. You might not feel anything.
Cadmus will put a hand on Alistair and put 1 point of healing into it. Suffer like
Oh,
I
you did
suffer.
something.
Alistair! Leo's like slapping his gut.
Oh.
He goes back unconscious. No, I'm kidding.
No, 1 point. Alistair would not. Alistair actively chooses to stay unconscious because he needs that 1 more exhaustion point to go away. So I'm totally counting this as sleep.
So
Valid.
as you begin marching away, Will goes, well, thanks there, travelers. Appreciate y'all helping us out, saving those kids. Where to? The least we can do is drop you off somewhere that might be helpful.
I can't think. Where do we need to go for you, Alistair? He's sleeping.
Alistair's sleeping.
We have Helena.
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 Chemist sits up and then he goes, my bones hurt. Where's my daughter?
Do you remember that, Cadmus?
He was
does
told.
now.
He was told. Yeah, when he woke up, he
Mm.
knew. Right? We had that
Yeah.
conversation. Like when you woke up, you knew.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Uh,
wait. Cadmus, what did you just say?
Okay, so long story short, I might have had a fling with your sister. That was all.
No disrespect.
Child. And that child was Helena.
Helena just like, not Helena, Leo just slowly sits up like vampire style and just starts like pummeling on Cadmus.
I didn't intend for it to be a fling. I wanted it to be a longer thing. She did
You
not
are
have
such an
feeling.
idiot! You were never supposed to know!
You knew?
Of course I knew!
How did you know?
Oh, what? My sister wakes me up in the middle of the night and says, we gotta go, I'm fucked up, and then 9 months later,
Oh, she called it a fuck up.
she thought she ruined everything!
Those are the words she used. She.
You need to be real careful about what you say here. Did she actually use those words?
It will really affect my self-esteem if those are the words she really used.
Cadmus, she woke me up scared and crying, saying I ruined everything.
Oh,
That's pretty
I'm so
straightforward,
sorry
pal.
I
I
made her
hate to
feel
break it
that
to you.
way. Oh.
My God.
Okay, we can talk about this once.
Wait. Does Helena know?
I don't know. I didn't even know until recently. So, it was just kind of like it came to me in a dream, except there was no dream. It just was immediately in my brain. She might. Now that I think about it, before I was kidnapped, I do remember her telling me something about that, and then I laughed it off because I didn't think she was my daughter.
Leo immediately just starts pummeling him again. Like, you were the one she wanted to be her father!
I didn't know.
You laughed at her!
I didn't know. I want to be her father. I do. I really. I feel like.
All right, we're gonna have to figure something out. We're gonna. Okay, because this is a whole can of problems I was not expecting.
I plan on solving it.
Cadmus, Ella's gone.
Gone.
She died.
Like dead. Like no coming back. Dead.
She died when Helena was little. And I didn't want to raise her as me. So I raised her as Ella. And she thinks Leo killed Ella.
But you are Leo.
Explain her hatred of Leo. What? That so much is making sense now. Even though I'm losing a lot of blood right now, I'm really starting to see what's going on. I'm sure we can fold this over. I'll apologize for laughing at her, and we just have to tell her the truth. The truth mends all wounds.
No, it does not in this case. She's been looking for her mom for years. She thinks she's still out there. I don't have my sheep changing. That's what I lost. I can't be Ella for her anymore until I get it back, and I have to get it back before I see her.
I mean, I understand your predicament, but I'm not very comfortable leaving my daughter to wander around the Feywild aimlessly.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go get some rest.
This seems like one of those moments where you tell me don't worry about it, and I'm supposed to be extremely worried about it.
You're losing a lot of blood. Go to bed.
You're right. I'll lay down.
You're misinterpreting things right now because you've lost a lot of blood. We
That
will
is
have a
terrible.
calm, rational discussion when we wake up.
You will be here when I wake up, right?
I'll always be here.
Okay. I trust you. You've always been a good friend.
I am your best friend. And don't you forget it. Even after you fucked my sister.
Well, it was a consensual. It wasn't just like a one-sided. We had relations with each other.
Go to bed!
Yep, okay, going to bed.
I don't
And he just flops back down
It's out.
and then conks.
Alright, Leo walks over to Alistair, shakes him awake for a second.
Oh, didn't you fly off? Where am I?
You're on the tree. We all got better. Everything's safe.
Did I ever get off the tree?
Yes, you look pretty cool.
I don't remember getting off the tree.
Can I roll a deception check on that pretty cool?
It's a big blur. It's just one big old blur.
You can roll
right
whatever
there.
you want. Yeah, go for it if you want to.
I'm gonna roll a deception check on that. You looked pretty cool. I want a nat one. Damn it.
Don't you hate it when you roll high?
Wouldn't know how that feels.
I watch after these dumbasses.
Why?
Just
Which ones? You're gonna have to be more specific. We have a lot of those running around.
watch after yourself. Watch after Cadmus.
Uh-huh.
Watch after Helena.
Right.
And
Do I have anything to drink? I check my inventory.
Leo like slams him back down so he's lying down, and it's just like holding him by his lapels. You haven't slept yet. Go back to sleep. But just remember,
Yeah.
you fuck up and I find you. I trust you only because you were the only person I trusted in school.
Well, I think it's gonna happen, so I don't think you should go very far. I'm just gonna point that out.
I'm trusting you.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, go to bed. Leo like shoves his like head so it turns.
He just like snaps.
I can't hold on to my one health point.
I imagine it's one of those things where it's like you put a sheet over a bird and it goes to sleep. The second his eyes are covered, he's out.
I'm sorry. What? Excuse me? I've never heard this.
Like,
You put it.
Is this common
this
knowledge?
comes over and it's like,
So
oh,
when
it's
a
nighttime.
bird is in its cage and it's supposedly making a lot of noise, you put a blanket or a sheet over it so it's dark in the cage and the bird goes to sleep.
I mean, the only context I have for this is just seeing the bat that they tried to catch on The Office, and that thing did not fall asleep.
Supposedly, if it's in its cage, it's already a safe. Just
All right.
forget it.
Okay. All right. Alistair, you
Yeah.
fall asleep.
Briefly.
What
you know what
are
Leo's doing.
what are you doing, Leo?
Takes her broom, heads off. Mostly because I don't want to play two characters at the same exact time.
Well,
Or do you want her to stay longer?
I do not care. Either way, your paths are destined to cross again, whether you stick with this group or if you strike out with Leo on her own. What would Leo
On
do in
account
this
of Alice
situation?
messing up, so you gotta come back to that.
Since they're on their way to pick up Helena essentially and keep moving on, Leo wouldn't want to stick around for her personal reason of she's not this child that she raised. She's not their mother, and she can't become their mother, and does not want to face what that can of worms will entail.
Okay.
She doesn't feel ready for that yet.
Okay. All right. I would like Alex and Shelby to take their headphones off for a moment, please.
That's me.
Okay.
It's your turn, bitch.
Oh no.
Alistair. Sleep finds you once again. For the umpteenth time during this adventure.
Trying so hard to get a good
Forcibly
night.
or not forcibly. You dream. You remember the smell of the sea, as you find yourself at the top of the crow's nest, peering out, spyglass in tow. You hear the sounds of gulls singing their songs in the wind, and the wind in your hair, and this kind of like sweet smell of the sea. At least sweet for you. Not everyone understands what it is to command such a respect, reverence, and, in all honesty, domination of the waves that you see in front of you. You make your way back down from the nest and take your spot at the wheel. Pete's there. Strangely enough. Kind of sees you and he goes, "Now, I do say, you should be going to get your thing, right? That's what your plan is next, correct? You're going to go get the thing that you lost, yes?"
Well, what more do I need? I mean, look around you. It's just this wide open ocean here, Pete. Have you ever really appreciated just all this space? There's so much to do out there. What?
Yes, of course,
What?
but don't you feel like there's something that you need, something that you're missing?
Well, I guess, yeah. There's something, but that's just natural with those who travel. I mean,
Right,
you leave
right.
some stuff behind.
Yes, of course, but you have a gift. I can't say much more than that, but that gift that you had was taken.
Yeah, there's
Something that not only gave you command of a ship in the sea, but, well, I've seen you do many things with magic, and you're capable of so much more. And well, if you go find that thing, you'll get it back. And the quicker you do, the quicker that you can do all the things that you wish to do back out in the ocean again. Accomplish your goals. Find the treasures that you seek, and command the sea once more. Wouldn't that be nice?
that does have a particularly nice ring to it.
Yeah, exactly. So, you should, I mean, I don't need to tell you, like, that's, who cares about whatever is going on with, Helena, Leo, Cadmus, all this weird, strange love quadrilateral or whatever the hell's going on there. Just, don't forget about taking care of yourself, okay? Get that done.
Yeah.
Get what's yours. You've been,
Yeah, I gotta go get
Yeah, you've been
It's
helping
mine.
out everybody. You help me. I mean, what has any of these people done for you yet?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Pete. Huh? Man, it's a good thing we kept you around. What do you? You are still around, aren't you?
I mean, in a sense, I'm right now. You know, I can communicate with you thanks to this kind of state you're in. I have the ability to project my own image here, thanks to some of the things that I have, you know, have had returned to me thanks to your goodwill. And I just want to return that goodwill back to you. So,
That is pretty powerful.
yes.
I wouldn't mind having some of that myself. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe once you have everything back, you and I can talk business, you know, get those amazing stories you've been writing published in a real publishing house. I've got connections, as you know. Or
We
maybe
can
you
make a
don't.
deal or two.
Yeah. So, don't forget about who you truly are, deep down inside. Always look out for number one.
Yeah. That's what I gotta do. I need a heading. And I suppose in Dream Self is like trying to find some sort of map, some sort of direction, some sort of
Yeah.
drive forward.
Yeah, and he goes, whenever you begin to question where you're going or what you should do, take a second, count to 5, and whichever number seems right, head that direction.
I like it. It's a little spontaneous, but I like it. All right. Yeah. Just gonna go with my gut. Gonna go with the feeling.
Just like the sea, spontaneous, changing.
Gonna go with the waves, the flow.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, Pete. I always knew you were gonna make a good first mate. Well, you're probably off
Not many are
doing
as
your
good
own
a-
thing now.
Yeah, I am, but doesn't mean we can't be partners. Good luck with the rest of your journey.
Thank you.
And he just
Looking
kind
forward
of
to working with you.
and he just kind of fades. And as he does, the images around you kind of grow dark, void of light. In fact, you lose this kind of sense of where you are. You're no longer on the sea.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel like you're in this strange kind of like damp void. You feel it, this moisture, and you realize you're standing in water, but it's only an inch or two deep. Everything around you is darkness, black, cold. You kind of take a moment to kind of like steady yourself, and you see a lightning strike come from one direction, hitting the water. Doesn't electrocute you though.
I start heading that way.
You get closer to it. You hear this like low hum. It's like a gurgling almost. Just sounds kind of animalistic, kind of raw, kind of bestial, but hard to place.
I keep going. I don't let it deter me.
You move forward. As you continue to move past this reluctance, if there is any, you see another lightning strike.
Same direction.
Same direction. You see
I keep my heading. I keep going.
Yeah. You see a mountain in the distance. A strange, almost weather vane seems to be the focus of all of this. Strikes again. You see on this weather vane the face of a sun as the wind blows, the face of the moon on the other side. Spins in the air before finally you wake up. Bring everybody else back in.
Oh man, we were so busy just roasting you guys while things were going on.
I'm sure you were.
You looked real entertained there.
Well, I'll tell you about it later.
Rocks fall, you all die.
Alistair wakes up going, where's Pete?
Oh. Wait, I'm not here.
You'll take a second to look around. Squirt, the oil can, kind of bobbing up and down next to you. Clapperclaw kind of nudging the two of you awake, and Clapperclaw kind of just says to both of you, so terribly sorry. I'm not sure if you wanted me to keep her here, but that new friend of yours seems to have gone and buggered off.
Oh, I should have known. I should have known.
Hey, Cadmus, hasn't this happened to you before? Is this what it feels like? We have this shared experience now. You know, we can really bond over this later. I'll buy a drink.
Cadmus, I would like a drink very much.
I don't know how I feel about the implication that, like, that Alistair has been left by Leo the same way Cadmus was left by Ella. What is the implication of the relationship here?
No, I think it's the implication of your family just has a tendency to run off, and yeah, I'm certain to detect a pattern. Cadmus, I'm not crazy on this, right? You're seeing this. I mean, more so. It's probably. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
Are you sure you didn't mean to pry? Because it seemed like a direct dig at my back.
I didn't mean to, but now that I'm here, you know, I just.
I asked her if she would be here, and she said always. And then I said, "You're a good friend," and then she said, "I'm your best friend." And if this is how best friends treat each other, I think I need to not have best friends.
She said you were her
Maybe
best
just
friend?
acquaintances.
She told me I was her best friend.
That sounds exactly like her.
We're being played. You see this, right?
Wait, she said you were. She said, wait, her saying that to two different people sounds like her. She said that to you specifically.
Yeah, she said I was the only one she trusted at school and that we were best friends.
Hey, there's a difference between trusting and best friends.
Clapperclaw comes out and goes, "It does sound like that she has put you in some sort of a strange kind of amalgam of friendship, almost like she's put you in some weird friend zone."
You see what's happening here, Cadmus? Cadmus, she's playing us against each other. We can't fall for this. We gotta stick together on this. We can't let her just keep coming into our lives like this. This repetitive, returning character trope. No, we gotta put the kibosh on it.
And then what happens if Leo comes back in like, "Oh, I forgot something"?
Look, whatever Leo decides to do is her own choice. Right now, I am more concerned about my daughter. Where did
Well,
you
I don't
like?
think you have to be because we've got it on pretty good authority that she turned in your painting.
I figured as much when my memories came back.
So you're good, which means she's good, which means I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
We're all good.
Yes, except two of
We
us
can.
are here, and one of us is not.
What that means, though, is that we can sleep.
I, I suppose I can try, but what good father can sleep while his daughter
You
roams?
gotta be tired, right? Like you're a
No.
paladin, right? You know paladins
Did you
need to
just sleep a
need to
second ago?
rest. I don't. I didn't know if that
I was
counted or
here.
not.
Yeah, that counted.
Was that a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I only have 1 level exhaustion, so I feel great.
I only have 1 hit point. I needed the long rest.
You both now have 0 levels of exhaustion. You both feel great.
Yes. My win condition has been fulfilled. I hope you guys have enjoyed this campaign.
all Alistair needed to feel accomplished was a long rest.
I've never thought of a mechanic to like implement to get players to just enjoy downtime. I think I'm gonna have to use exhaustion more often. Oh, I got excited for a minute. I read the chat saying recovers 42 hit points, and I was gonna say I didn't know I had 42 hit points. No, it's Cadmus's health.
My health. I'm beef.
Good news
Well,
is Elkhorn also gets the benefits of a long rest.
yeah, but he needs about 3 more, doesn't
Yeah, he does.
he?
Yeah, been there, pal.
But he can have his full HP pool back now.
That's what I like to hear.
Because
Bit of cash.
at one point it was not good. Ignore all those dice that are rolling. It's just me trying to get his faint back.
I'm reading.
If Alistair dies, he might reincarnate as Elkhorn just out of the familiarity of 3 exhaustion. This is comforting. I'm familiar with this. I can work with this.
Yes.
If you've got the time, since I played a pretty significant role in getting your things back, as it were.
Mhm.
I'm about to hitch a ride with an oil can to your Yawn.
Yawn.
And I look for Yawn on my map. Do I see anything?
Yeah. You see kind of, if you head in an eastwardly direction, you'll see a bunch of mists that appear to have mountains kind of adjacent to them, almost reminding you of somewhere familiar.
Now, see, I was having this conversation with Leo that memories are important. I'm thinking dreams are too, because I was having this conversation with Pete. Bear with me here. We got to go to the mountains in the east. And you're twice as healthy as I am, so if you're not doing anything else...
Alistair, let me stop you right there. I never intended to stop simply at my missing things. You are my friend, and even though I give you a lot of guff, I was never going to abandon you. Yes, I will go with you, but I don't think we'll fare very well with just the 2 of us. This place is dangerous. And Cadmus gets up and heads over to the chest with all his things in it and starts donning his armor.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to need all the help we can get.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Leo and her family have a tendency to just pop up places. So I wouldn't be surprised if Helena just happened to be in Yon, because that's how weird things work. But if it makes you feel better and you want to go check, Clapperclaw is still here. We can still go back to Hither first. What do you think?
If it's not too much trouble to ask, I would like to see my daughter before we go. But I understand the need and the want to have your own things, and I understand that my daughter is quite capable of taking care of herself. After all, I was the one who got captured, not her. Still, it doesn't mean I can't worry about Helena.
Well, she tried her best to get caught. She did run off into the forest after you to save you, so
And she did the right thing still. I guess that, part of me is in her. I would have done the same thing if a loved one was suffering, but I'm glad that she chose
you
to.
did. You sacrificed yourself for everyone. I mean, that's got to count for something. Does that
Yes,
earn you like a few kills? Does this mean you can attack like the balance of the universe? Does this mean that you saved 3 people so you can
I don't.
attack
I,
3
I
people?
don't. It's not like I get to save, and then whoever I save, I get to kill. It's more like save as many as you can. But I mean, some people are just bastards, like that Granny Nightshade.
Because look, I've been in your shoes, quite literally. You can swing pretty heavy when you want to.
Yes, and I know that power is a destructive power, and so I only use it on those who deserve it, on those who have long since abandoned the path of any sort of righteousness.
I see. Well, look, we can talk more about it on our way to get Helena. Because I miss her too. She's fun. She's at least a little lighter than Leo, which is a breath of fresh air.
Well, I appreciate it. Might I offer you some advice?
Yeah, what's up?
The next time you see Helena, perhaps it's best for you to just say, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry, come again?
Just so it's again, we're traveling a long way back, but if she's anything like me, I know she holds grudges. I might not say anything, I might let it slide off. Helena does not appear to be the type to do that, unless she has truly given up on the matter. But back when you stabbed her, sliced her, when she was wearing the hat, you never truly apologized for it.
Well, I tried. I mean, I gave her a very nice trinket that I thought, would at least start to make amends a little bit.
Did you ever say the words, "I'm
I
sorry, Helena," and just leave it there?
I will have to watch the VODs, which are going to be available soon. Lovely chat. Shameless plug.
Who are
You too
talking-
can watch the VODs.
Who's this bit for?
Anybody who's watching.
I think it's just us.
For the tens of people watching out there,
I
at
will
this heartfelt moment, we'll go ahead and end tonight's session and pick it up from here and see if they can find Helena, make their way to Yon or wherever they're going, and go from there. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and we will find, if there is anybody still watching, we will find a really, really fun and amazing thing for you to watch after us. Have a good night, and keep it easy, homie.
Hi, we're Visible, the wireless company that makes things